Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of SNKronize, and we are actually trying to do this live over here, and I forgot to kill the music over here. Yeah, that's fine. Oops. That'll work just fine.
That's fine. One of these days we could just get like one of the 10-hour mixes and then just leave it going really low through the whole show and see if anybody notices.
Dude, I actually think that would be sick. Like having background music. I mean, there was
Would we be allowed to do that though without getting in trouble? With
sexy
saxophone?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
we should.
If we would get in trouble for sexy saxophone, I would already be struck.
Deleted.
We would have been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. One time, I was so angry. During the Tuesday show, very early on, we tried to put background music because we figured that would be best. So David found this online radio station that played like 20s jazz. And we played 20s jazz.
And got doxed.
And we got hit by the
DMCAs.
Yeah, so it was like, come on, man. It's like freaking there's no rights on that stuff anymore. It's public domain. It was literally called Public Domain Jazz Radio Station.
Wow. Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Dirty marketing copyright attack.
Yeah.
Not for kitties.
Not for kitties.
Not for kitties.
Nathan wants to eat everything right now.
Everything. So anyways, Monday was fascinating.
Monday was fun, but before we get to that, just a heads up. You may hear a dog barking. You may hear an angry little Rock Howard using his big boy voice. If so, please bear with us. He is in the living room right now, being good as best as boy and as quiet as he possibly can be. But anytime Nathan and Jasmine are around, he gets way too excited and he goes crazy. I mean, he's got Kaze at home, but these are new kitties and he's in a new area and we were stuck having to have him come with us today. So just a heads up, you hear a dog, don't worry, he's fine. He's in his little office tent zone space. So
literally tented up right now.
He's literally tented. I don't want to make out, Nathan. Jesus, I miss you too, baby.
Dude, yesterday on stream, before I started my stream, he was just like headbutting me all day. He was headbutting me. Oh my God, Nathan. God. Nathan, stop.
Nathan, you whore.
So now we know that Nathan is a Decepticon.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what we learned today.
He's trying to knock down my Lego Optimus Prime over here.
He was really close to doing
Well, the funniest thing is yesterday I had Optimus Prime standing here and he was rubbing his face on the axe. So I was like, oh God, you're going to get your face chopped, dude.
Or he's going to break Optimus's arm. So Nathan is being a wild one right now.
He's all up in the biz.
He
really
wants
is.
food.
He wants the business. I'm going to start calling you Mr. Business. Really am, Nathan.
That sounds like the name of a KOF boss or something, right? So
Mr. Pig's little brother.
Yeah. Mr. Business.
This is a great cat name, though. It's not. Oh, there he goes. See,
yeah, there it is.
Nathan, you are pushing it today. I'm gonna let Rock loose. The little goose will be loose. Okay, sir. If you don't behave. Anyways.
Rock the ugly duckling.
Yes.
Turns out to be the son of a goose.
Son of a goose. Anyways, check out my shirt. Isn't it awesome? Okay, cool.
The shirt is super cool.
I know it's like 3 sizes too big, but I don't care. I'm going to wear the hell out of this
shirt.
shirt.
Also, because of how we got it, it's probably like the last time it's ever going to be available.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is one of the last shirts I got to. This is the last shirt I got to purchase from the from the Tokyo Video Gamers Club / store.
Hang on a second. The Beast Wars cartoon is supposed to take place after the Transformers cartoon? It's like in some apocalyptic future? I thought it was a prequel kind of thing.
I thought it was in the same universe.
I don't know.
And a different planet.
Look, I never watched Beast Wars because I just never cared. Because animals transforming.
Because Optimus isn't in it.
Well, he is. He's a gorilla.
He's a gorilla.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But animals transforming just doesn't appeal to me as much as vehicles and stuff, so it just...
The toys are still sick, though.
Transform too, James.
What's that?
Animals can transform too,
Yeah,
James.
I guess there's Dinobots and stuff.
What if Nathan transformed? What if
transformed?
Jasmine transformed?
If Nathan transformed, I'd be terrified.
Yeah, he's just gonna have like one of them Parasite Eve transformations.
because I don't want him running around on 2 legs and wielding weapons and stuff.
Freaking Rick and Morty Cronenberg Nathan.
Yeah.
That's so terrible. Okay, anyways, as you were saying, back to Monday.
Yeah,
Yes,
so Monday was phenomenal. So first off, amusingly, I think it was Ryo Sakazaki, is sitting there watching the playlist on YouTube like a hawk. To the point that he saw that a file was added to the playlist. Like, playlist updated at such and such time. He's like, it's coming.
Dude, so... Why did he think something was coming on Monday?
Because on Monday he checked the playlist and saw that the playlist was updated, even though it was a private video. So watching it like a hawk.
That is some good shit right there. That is some good detective work.
And so we knew the trailer was coming sometime soon. And I was like, well, is it going to be a Tuesday or Wednesday? What's going to happen? And then boom, Monday night.
Right. Okay.
And
right now.
Whoo, that was informative.
I mean, we were, again, having a really bad day all day Monday, and then all of a sudden, Shingo trailer drops. And then all of a sudden, my phone was shaking violently, overheating, and smoke and sparks were coming from it because so many people were hitting me up being like, did you watch it? You need to watch it right now. You need to watch this trailer. I'm like, it's a Shingo trailer. Why? I'm not in love with Shingo. Why do I need to watch this right now?
So we got the trailer, and I sent it to my friend who is like the biggest Shingo fan I know.
Okay.
And I hadn't watched it yet. And I was like, okay, the Shingo trailer's out. We'll set aside some time. We'll watch it in a few minutes. All right, cool. And then he texts me back. He's like, oh my God, such and such and such and such. I was like, you son of a bitch. I haven't watched it yet.
Spoilers.
But then I was like, okay, we need to watch the trailer.
I mean, you did see Hungry Clickers.
Oh, yeah,
latest.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, of course. But not until way later in the evening.
Because I saw Hungry Clickers thing, and I was like, let me tag Kitty. She knows already.
Not only did I know, but shout outs to all the people who sent it into my
that's
DMs.
why.
No, I
was like, you know what? I don't need to add to the deluge.
It's okay if you do, because that just makes me know, like, I love and appreciate you guys. You guys know me so well. It makes me actually feel really special when all these people are just like, oh my God, this just happened. Look at all the things. So it was great. It's
just funny because it reminds me of a conversation with another mutual friend of ours I had at Evo, where it's like, you know, the medium level friends are all gonna send it to you, but the top level friends are like, that bitch already knows.
Dude, one of the things that made me angry was, you know how like on web Twitter, the trends, even if you set it to global, they'll have some customized for you. I did a stream a while ago, and after I finished, I went to Twitter, and trending on my list was Cammy. And I was like, did they release the trailer? And it's just because it was her birthday. Yeah, yep. I was so mad.
There were so many of y'all demanding a Cammy trailer, and I feel so bad for you guys.
Dude, they're
being stingy.
It's because they're still trying to figure out how to make her fun.
Yeah, I know, right? the 2 characters that I am looking forward to most are Cammy and Zangief, and those are the characters that they have not put out yet. Those are the only 2 returning characters they have not put out yet, and I am mad because I want to know.
maybe slightly butthurt.
Yeah,
just a little.
I just want to know if Zangief is interesting, and 2, if Cammy's fun.
I just want to hear what Brutus has to say when Zangief comes on. I love that kid so much.
I rated Stupendous recently, and he was using Zangief on stream and just struggling against like this Guile player, and I was just like, he'll be good in 6. He'll be good in 6 too. It'll be our time. It'll be our time.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
It's too good. But so that trailer.
Yeah, so we should do the thing we usually do.
The thing we usually do since we're talking about the trailer.
Right. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna
watch it all the way through once.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I do have a request, which has been talked about so much in our little SNK community. I would really like if we put side by side my reaction and Rome himself's reaction to that.
Yeah.
Because there is definitely 2 kinds of people.
Yeah, we definitely should do that later.
So just try to do that later. But for now, let's watch this amazing trailer.
Yeah, and then like when we do the breakdown, and oh my god, there's so much.
All right, I haven't had a chance to watch it like too carefully yet. So
Can we put it on the big boy TV, or can we put anything on the big boy TV, or is that a no-go right now?
We can put it on the big boy TV. It's just when I actually full screen it, it's like way higher resolution. It doesn't fit and does all this weird
So
stuff.
yeah, don't worry about it.
So
yeah.
you guys can see it. Or you guys can watch it this way.
That's good enough.
That's fine.
Shingo Yabuki.
一番です矢吹慎吾いざ尋常に勝負せ
お前と対決ね。おお、そうだ。お前に買いに行ってほしいものがあったから体力残しとけよ。
よし何でも買いに行ってきますって違うボディが甘いんだよそんなピッシンゴキックめっちゃシンゴキックなんか出たあれどこかでお会いしましたよね
命の恩人にひどいな、矢吹くん。
Too good.
This
KittyKaboooom. Silver
So happy she went goth.
Nudged.
Now, they pronounce it Najd, obviously.
Yeah.
Is it Najd or Najd?
Depends where you're from.
It seems like Najd is the right one. It's just that like the kana is like Najido,
Yeah.
and so it's like hard.
Yeah. I've always seen
KOF 15.
燃えた。
Classic.
classic costume.
And you know Kim is going to come with the classic costume as well, right? So,
Hopefully.
Most likely.
Hopefully.
I mean, it might take up a lot of memory just to animate the pants, but...
Yeah. They actually have to switch to Unreal 5.
I mean, you're not wrong. With such the level of demand for flowing pants, like I want to see what they're doing.
No.
This is again why they're only showing him the bust up. Okay,
Or the waist up.
Or the waist up, just his bust, because like they're holding back the pants. They're afraid. They're probably afraid if they show pants and they're not flowy, the backlash.
I mean,
So
we're just
I
not
wouldn't
even
be
allowed to
surprised.
have a still image of his pants. They
Right.
have to,
No, it's
like,
to be always
if like
close.
literally when they actually get to releasing him and they do the screenshots, they're all GIFs. So
Yeah.
the pants are still moving.
Dude, even when you buy like the stands in the store, they're just going to be moving.
Yeah.
It's going to be Harry Potter technology.
No, it's
and we're
gonna
not
be-
sure how they did it, you know?
It's gonna be like the stickers everybody does now, where you turn it left
Oh,
to right.
yeah, the lenticular.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! Wave
Yeah.
Chan! Wave Chan! No, hear me out. Wave Chan, girl,
Yeah.
girl. No,
Just
no,
need
no, no, no,
lenticular
no.
pants, that's
No,
it.
you and Isaac gotta make a KOF 15 Kim Cap 1 sticker, and the pants flow to and fro.
And you have to
All
make
right? You
sure
just gotta
nothing
do
else
this.
changes. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
top
nothing
has
at
to
all.
be
No,
exactly
it's
the
just
same.
The pants. It's just him like this, and the pants are flowing. That's it. Maybe do like a serious Kim face and then a smile, so that way he's like smiling off and on while the pants flow. But I'm telling you.
Well, don't forget, he does have the pinging teeth and glowy eyes.
Yes,
So
that would make you guys so much money. Please try to do it this year. All right, I just want to see you guys succeed. Please.
But yeah,
All right.
so those silhouettes have caused a lot of
Right,
debate.
right.
And we'll get to that once we approach them again, but holy shit.
Before we analyze Shingo's trailer here,
Yes.
so answer me this question. I don't know anything about Shingo.
Yes.
Good.
Has his moveset changed a lot during the course, or
Nope.
has he been pretty consistent, unlike Kyo?
He's pretty consistently, like, he started as a Kyo derivative.
Right.
And he's got a lot of, like, jankier or shittier
Right,
versions of the moves, and he still has, like, his entire moveset. I think he got, like, one newish move in this, like, that's it.
So, I mean, obviously, his gimmick was that every once in a while he hits you and gets critical hit, and then it's just, like, either super damage or better knockdown.
Better damage, better knockdown. Sometimes it counts as, like, a counter hit, basically.
Right, yeah.
Sometimes it adds multiple hits or has different effects. Yeah, they vary from game to game.
But from game to game, has he always been designed as a character that was intentionally bad, or have they tried to make sure that he's still balanced and good?
He's competent in most games. Like, he's not great in most games, but he's competent.
Okay.
So,
A couple of games he's actually decent.
Okay.
and since you don't know too much about Shingo, well, we could give you like a quick little breakdown because, like, basically he got like isekai'd into the past.
Yeah, he's got his own manga.
Yeah, he has his own manga.
yeah.
So a lot of what you see in 15 is probably some of that is gonna come from the manga.
Yeah, like the Flaming Eye Headbutt Super.
Yes.
I don't know much about the Shingo manga, but I'm pretty sure that's alluding to it a little more
really?
directly.
And just the fact where he's learned fire now, he's got, fire moves, all of that because of what happened in the manga. I'm not gonna do spoilers or anything, but
It's not just the manga.
well, but a lot of it is explained and happens in the manga, and that is the latest update with Shingo that people have up until now. So I'm just trying to, give that little heads up of info out there.
There is the fact that he does have cameos in an ending in 15.
Oh,
And
he
he's-
was already in one of the endings.
And
okay.
the thing is, so the past game or two, he's actually been training under Kyo's dad.
Oh, Saisu's been teaching him. I see. Interesting. Okay.
So on top of the manga, he's also got that plot line going on. So he can potentially have some fire going on. And we see in more than one way that he's either gaining fire or at least keeping the little spark he had once.
Okay.
All right, so let's go into this.
All right. It's not working. There we go.
You have the slowdown, or
It's
we're in
half
slow.
speed. It's in half speed. So again, yay, season 2. Okay, yay.
Patch notes.
God.
Because also their tweets have been like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like they're really like setting up some expectations.
Now, outfit here. Obviously, this is a new outfit for Shingo. Is this from the manga? Do we know?
This is actually from 14 endings and current ending.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So he just got this new outfit at one point in time.
Yeah, I think it's like slightly updated compared to like one of the endings from previous,
Right.
but this is him.
Shingo, and of course the voice. This is
The original voice.
the original.
And also Zato Dio.
Dio Zaworlo. So same guy.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can't help but think that he is so stoked to come back as Shingo.
And it's now, is he actually Kyo's disciple, or Kyo just?
So he's Kyo's underclassman
Right,
and was chasing him around kind of like Sakura to Ryu.
Right.
And eventually Kyo at least gave him the time of day, and that's where he actually got the gloves.
Oh. Okay,
Those were actually given to him by Kyo.
Gotcha.
But yeah, he's more of a self-proclaimed Kyo disciple, but he's now like an actual Kusanagi disciple.
But like Kyo doesn't really care about him much, right? As evidenced by the fact that he's just trying to send him on errands.
And I mean, it's just like anything else. Kyo still isn't out of fucking high school because he's still acting like it.
I'm just imagining like Shingo raiding Kyo's like closet and grabbing gloves and trying to run off before he notices. I wish I could draw fast and good.
Now, is he the same age as Kyo, or like?
I think he's a year. I think he's a year under.
Okay. Did he go to the same high school as Kyo? He does. Okay. So he's just some fanboy, basically.
Yeah, the dialogue translations, they're always
Localized.
they're pretty far off from each other.
Yeah, and then of course they start showing him beating up Yashiro. They won't show him beating up Kyo, probably. They won't do that. So, and he's actually beating CYS Yashiro. I mean Orochi.
By the way, just a little side note, I love his number on the back of his jacket.
Yeah, I was just about to ask about that. Is that a reference to anything?
So,
yes.
How do you say 4 in Japanese? There's 2 different ways. There's yon and shi.
Oh, okay.
And how do you say 5?
Go. Right?
So Shingo.
Shigo.
So
right.
so he's been like I guess the 0 is some sort of like placeholder, but it's a common trope to use like if you can spell your name in just numbers, then you can do that.
I mean that's what Suda 51 does, right? I mean,
Suda 51
and Ichigo and Bleach.
Yeah.
Ichigo and Bleach literally just has the number 15 on his door.
Right, and remember Geo1, right?
Goichi, yeah, fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah.
Geo1.
So it's a common thing.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember Keisuke, KSK. His real name is Keisuke, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he does it with the letters.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, why not?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's not a reference to the freeway, then, right? So,
No, and we were gonna make that joke.
was
We
so-
were gonna try to make a joke.
I mean, like,
because he's always behind everyone else.
yeah, he's always in a jam, basically. Yeah.
He's always held back a bit because it takes him a longer time to get there. Yeah.
Yeah, you notice how he wasn't part of the launch roster. He had to wait this whole time to get here.
Took him a while. So
Okay,
there's the
crit.
critical hit DP, but obviously he does the same DP animation, but no flames.
Yeah.
And then he has the same overhead kick, and his jump. That's basically Kyo's jump to B,
Jump 2C,
but he
gets
does
it
as
as
a special. Move.
So he gets it kind of the same way that Iori has like the running grab thing, that he like runs up, elbows you, and bonks.
Okay. So he gets a running overhead, basically.
Yeah, and he can like in previous iterations he even had it like he could start it by hitting you first.
Right.
So I don't know how they're changing it exactly.
And this one, can he just do the low Rekka off out of nowhere, or is this
Maybe
new?
this is new to me.
Oh, okay. So this is actually new, but probably can combo off of that.
That's a fucking throw.
Yeah.
It used to be actually a weird, like, because KOF used to have these moves that were not throws, but they were unblockables, and they acted as throws. Now it's just a fucking throw.
So is this a command throw then? And so he can
It's a launcher.
Well, maybe only on critical.
Probably not. It's probably going to be better on crit, maybe. But
Okay.
and who's? I mean, the thing is, we don't even know if the crits for the most part are going to be that important. Because like some games, the crits are fucking terrifying, and some like and then sometimes he just doesn't really have them.
Okay.
11, he only has one move that can crit. Ever.
Oh, dang. I didn't even remember that he was in. Oh, that was the first time he was on Kyo's team, right?
It was the Sacred Treasures team.
Right.
He was replacing
Because
Chizuru.
Chizuru was like, go on the Sacred Treasures team.
Hello, Tachikoma.
and then-
Welcome for your first time chat. Hi.
Hello. And then red kick, basically.
Shingo kick.
Yeah.
Good
So
old
he-
Shingo kick.
Which is probably going to be back, quarter circle back, right? I mean...
No, usually it's in air half circle forward kick, or sometimes like he gets the half circle. I think it's half circle forward kick.
I was wondering if it was going to be the crappy, and that's the kicks that they did not give Kyo in this game. So
Yeah.
he doesn't have the hold on kicks.
And then now he's got the air EX one.
Right, and he's never had a fireball, right?
Right.
Okay. Oh, of course, because he can't.
And then-
air.
Bonk, fall in his face.
Right. That's what he's
Okay.
done that before,
wait.
right?
Yeah.
Fall on the face.
In 11, that's his actual leader super. Is the best version of this. And in that one, the face is actually unblockable and does a fuck ton of damage.
Jesus.
And there's the crit where he shoots fire.
Oh.
Which is the only crit he had in 11, but he actually has, like, previous things for it. I think he might have it, I don't know, because he also has the win quote of, like, did you see Kyo? I shot fire!
Right.
He gets all excited, but
Now,
that is fire right there.
Where did Kyo get his fire powers from?
He inherited them.
So, and then Saisyo has the fire powers. Where did
Inherited.
Saisyo get him?
Inherited.
Oh.
It's part of the
It's all
Kusanagi
related
bloodline.
And being a sacred treasure, and it's just passed down.
And Kyo is like a fucking like blessed fucking child on top of it, so he's just gonna be the goodest at it.
Right.
Shingo's fucking earning it.
Right. So Shingo, obviously, he's trying to learn it. He's shocked by it. Like, he's like, oh my god.
He's like, I did it!
Happened?
I freaking did it! Yes.
Mid-fight, I love it. And then I want us to get to the nice touch. Where's the nice... Oh, I think it's after this.
Also,
What's this storyline here?
the ending of KOF 11.
Okay.
So the treasures ending in KOF 11 Iori is full blood riot. He's already beaten the ever-loving shit out of Kyo, and he's got like Shingo dead to rights. He's like bleeding and everything.
Okay.
And that's when Ash walks up and takes the purple flame, which leads to Claw Iori.
But because of the ending of 13, everything was reset, and so he doesn't know who Ash is anymore.
Yeah.
But he has this inkling now, right?
Yeah, and
because
if you get
of
like
Verse and everything.
And when you get the Ash team ending, it has like Dual Lon and Shen who are like, yeah, it took me a minute to remember this bastard.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Okay.
Like, nobody remembers him offhand, but after some time, like, they kind of get the blurred memories coming back.
Everybody kind of got MIB'd, so it's basically...
That's actually a really good way to put it.
That's literally what happened, okay? So,
Yeah.
alright, where is it?
Beating the crap out of poor. There's some flame there on the
Yeah,
EX.
and it was a critical EX version.
Oh, okay.
And I want to know,
Yeah,
like, is it
crit.
always wall bounce, or is it critical only wall bounces?
And he doesn't react all crazy on that one, on the EX one, it looks like.
Yeah, and so there's the 2-hit version of that, but I don't know if they turned it into a Reiko, or if it's just, like, that's the heavy kick version, or what, you know.
But also critical hit. It's like they made sure when they recorded this video to only record critical hit versions of everything.
Or, I mean, to let you know, but, like, that's the thing, I'm surprised how many things can crit.
Right.
Like, they just said, fuck it.
Here's an EX.
Bonk.
There it is.
Ground bounce.
Right,
Yeah,
so
buddy.
On the ground, it's a ground bounce, right? And here's that setup again. There's the EX of that into the launchy kick into the DP.
I love this. The not Orochinagi.
Right. So he just punches you basically instead of hits you with flames, right? Has he had the super before?
Nope. This is brand new.
Really? So they gave him the flame super, but no flames essentially.
Yeah, I mean,
He's doing his best.
Unless there's an RNG version where if like you get a crit startup on this or something, he can maybe have a flame.
I mean,
but
he has a little bit of flames coming out of his legs, a little bit.
Nah,
but
that's just super
That's
aura.
just energy.
Look at that be
That's just some
chi,
energy.
right? Yeah. So boom, he just backfists you. Paunchy super.
Yeah, this is the one he's had before. This is a great one. By the way, the next super has like the cutest touch I want to point out too.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the one I'm waiting
that
for.
move looks a lot like Kenso's thing, right? Where he used to do the command grab
Kinda.
and punch you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And there's a
And
crit,
the crit
on
on
a
that.
super,
Yeah,
dude. He's
wild.
got critical on super.
Here we go.
Yep. And pause it. Okay, go frame by frame a little bit, or just go slowly if you can.
Yeah, just as slow as you can. Keep almost.
It's a little further. Almost.
A little slower.
We're almost there, I promise.
So close.
There it
There
is.
we go. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Let that form. Keep going. There it
Oh,
is.
that's the
The Kusanagi sun.
Nice.
that's the thing that's on the back.
And it's all tiny, just coming off his glove, but he gets to have it.
right.
That's so cute. I'm glad he gets that. This is good stuff. Good on you, Shingo. Good on you.
Shingood boy Yabuki.
And it's so fast too when you watch it. Like you barely see it. Right?
I didn't catch it until like my
No.
third time through.
I only caught it because shout outs to Helsik who was like, "Did you see the sun? Did you see the sun? The sun is there!" And I'm just
You're
like,
like,
"Oh my
I've been
God."
outside. Are you gonna tell me to touch grass next?
Man, fuck natural light.
And here we go into the level 3. Oh, that was a critical on that super there too. And then pow. And obviously, you said that this could be a reference to the anime or whatever,
manga.
to the
To
manga.
the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Flaming eyes, flaming.
I haven't read it all, like, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. No, the number is another great touch.
Headbutt.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, and I want to see the rest of that super too.
Oh right. I mean, that could be the end of it. Right?
No, because he's gonna have a fall animation. You see him start tipping over,
Yes.
and this is Shingo we're talking about.
Right. You want to see how he spectacularly splits.
Yes.
Noah's, I hope they have the notes. I hope they were holding back from it. I'm kind of, I really hope. I can't even say I'm confident that they put that in, but I really hope they put that in because that super is just so damn good.
So I wouldn't bet on it, but I'm hoping he at least still has the notes for his taunt.
Or he just like drops his notepad at the end of winning, just like, oops, forgot this, and sticks it back in his pocket. Anything as long as we get the notebook, I will be happy with.
Let's see. Kim's render looks good.
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's the first time we've seen the.
Yes, this is the first time we've seen the render.
Official render, yeah.
And we don't even, and we get sketches of Sylvie and Najee, however you want to say
Dude,
it.
that Sylvie glow up though.
Goth Sylvie.
She's gone goth, and it's perfect, and it works so good for her. I am so happy. Makes me think of Elfelt, right? Going from the happy, super colorful now to the goth style over here.
So, by the way, I just want to say a delayed I'm still kind of smart, because you remember our roster predictions? I was so sure she was coming back.
That's right.
I was so sure. Oh, man. And then they put Kula on that team for some ungodly reason.
Right.
So now Sylvie's back, so now we can actually have a Nest's reject team, and I'm kind of stoked for it.
Now, I forget.
That's not true at all. Sylvie's actually quite popular.
A lot of people want
I don't
Sylvie
care.
back.
I don't care about her, but a lot of people are stoked.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I forget. What was her play style in 14?
That is really hard to say, because she's one of those like, oh yeah, I've got a kind of a fireball and kind of a DP and kind of a grab, but I'm not really a Shoto. Like it's like a KOF. I guess it's kind of a Shoto, but no, she's fucking weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she doesn't really.
And she has like AOE supers and like weird command grab, and she's got really cool stuff with like meaty close range projectiles, like Toto did in CVS 2. That little like kind of
yeah.
So she could do weird shit with that.
Right.
And then one thing I'm going to say about her and the next character, I'm really interested into seeing how they convert from 14 to 15, again with the, I can do EXs when I wanna.
Right, of course. And then, of course, this is why everybody texted Kitty and blew up her phone, of course.
Yeah, and a bunch of people have PTSD.
Yes.
Oh, because she was really good.
Super good.
Right.
And here's the crazy thing is that I'm looking forward to seeing her render, because this is basically an updated version of one of the original sketches that they did of her for 14.
Because she's never had the kukri covered eyes kind of look, right?
She has. That's all part of 14, and this was just an updated version of that original sketch. So, and she had like her claw smoke hounds around her and stuff. I'm just so freaking happy.
I'm still really surprised.
Right.
Not because of any of the licensing or the ownership or anything, but because it really felt like Dolores kind of took half of her move list. And so I'm still surprised to see like her and Dolores going to be in the same game. So unless they're actually planning on building out like a reputation of some kind between the two of them, then all right, cool.
I mean, everybody has had the conspiracies and thoughts of her being tied to Kukri and Dolores. So I'm really, really, really not only looking forward to her being in the roster, but story and lore-wise, I really, really, really want to know more about her and more that's going on with her, Dolores and Kukri, their powers, how they're all related, how they all know each other, and so on and so forth. Because, like, she was still kind of a mystery in 14.
Well, the thing is also, in 14, all of the DLC characters got completely fucked on story.
Right. And not only that, but she was a character creation. I mean, she was a contest creation.
Character creating.
So whatever backstory they've had to have given her had to have been just completely fabricated, right?
Like,
unless the person...
Basically, this is what I took from what they said in 14 about her, is one reason why I like her so much. She fights for justice. She's almost like, the Middle Eastern, like, desert superhero. And she's, very mysterious in that way. She wants peace. She wants justice. She's trying to take out all the evil that is on this planet.
Yo, fuck Moon Knight.
So yeah, pretty much. Exactly. She was here first. So. I know she wasn't. I just wanted to say it. Anyways.
I was like,
first,
calm down, you comic book fucking nerds. I'm just making a joke. Oh my god.
First in my heart.
Jesus. First, before anybody even cared about Moon Knight because of a Marvel movie. But anyways.
Damn.
What?
Like most of their characters.
There's
Okay,
actually
until there's a movie, everyone's like, "Oh my god, they're so
Dude,
cool."
Moon Knight was one of those characters that on my like Facebook feed, I wouldn't stop hearing about this character. Like he was
because once one person talked about an obscure character who's actually cool and someone gave it a chance, then it starts going
Then it
viral.
I mean, this is even before the show came out.
Yeah.
Right, and so when the show came out, everybody was like, "They better do him right because Moon Knight's the best." So I have definitely seen a lot of absolute like just love for Moon Knight. So
Exactly, but the thing with her is just like I'm so fascinated in love with her. I just want to know so much more about her, where she stands, who she's cool with, what characters she actually loves and gets along with. You know, just everything. Because, like Olaf was saying, we didn't get shit about her or anybody else in 14.
right,
Who came in. There was just no clue. Just like, Butler, Hein, just like Hein. Hein was a total mystery until it all came out.
Hein got developed better in a game he's not in.
Exactly. His story was phenomenal in 15, and he didn't even need to be in it. So,
One thing I'm hoping
so
for
happy.
with Kim and Naj together is that we can get one more and just have a special ending of Team Justice, and it's all them just screaming about justice.
it's true. They could stick
They
them on the same
could
team.
put a special team
Fury.
together, the Justice team, and it would be her and Kim and who else? Who else would be there?
Dulon?
We're not there yet, James.
Okay,
We're not
okay.
there yet.
I mean, there's a couple of like heroic types.
Right,
At the very least,
I mean-
Athena's been on that team.
See, because
Yeah.
like for me, like I would actually be really happy because obviously I'm really sad that they're releasing these single entrance characters, right? But it just makes sense from a DLC release standpoint.
Yeah.
They can release characters sooner that way, right? But what
yes, you
or
guys,
easier.
we're melee. If melee is a thing, yes.
I mean,
yes.
I would love to see it that maybe eventually as time continues to move forward and once they've put enough characters to throw into a team that they'll retroactively put them on teams,
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to settle for the edit team stuff. I just hope they flush some of that out.
Right.
Like, I mean, one thing I'm hoping for at some point in this season too is that Rugal has anything. Like, he doesn't even get a rival battle,
right.
anything.
Yeah, I see. Right.
Nothing yet, and this is why we've also been hoping for new boss to step forward.
God.
So
That's a whole other conversation. We'll get to that in a minute.
other can of KOF we're not going to get into right now, but
But probably about 5-10 minutes.
maybe.
So the first silhouette,
Everyone's thinking duel on.
Right. So,
which is totally like reasonable.
Yes.
excuse me. All right. So let's bust out some Dulon pics.
Well, I mean, also what you can do is get the Twitter or not the Twitter, but the roadmap picture, because the roadmap picture actually shows them down to the knee.
And
let's see.
James, I'm going to send you something
On
for
their-
a theory for the next silhouette.
So go to SNK's Twitter, basically.
Yeah, that's one way to do it, because they have a picture of the roadmap,
Right.
and that silhouette is bigger. Dude, I seriously fucking hope it's Dualon for entirely too many reasons.
Yes.
No. SNKP official.
Oh, that's
Well, he's looking up everybody who
No wonder.
knows
I don't think it's an underscore.
Sachiro. It is Sachiro's birthday. So, happy birthday.
That's the one.
this one here.
Everyone
Yeah.
show Sachiro some love today, okay?
Happy birthday,
Because
Sachiro!
It is their birthday, and they're on Twitter.
Yay!
So, go wish them happy birthday on Twitter.
So it seems like a lot of people are just saying that it's Dulon.
So I'm not convinced. I'm not 100% convinced.
Look, I'm going to say this again with the other silhouette. We and all these other people who have been so confident in the last year and a half since the game's been out with silhouettes going, it's so-and-so, it's so-and-so. It 100% is, look at that pose, it's their hair, it's their arm doing this, it's totally them, and then it's a completely different ass character because SNK has gotten so freaking sneaky
Okay.
with so many of the silhouettes. I'm not saying all of them.
No.
Some of them were pretty, like, you totally guessed right.
By the way, slot
But-
6 just looks like KOF 11 Athena.
Yes.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
It's actually like kind of uncanny. So
No, you're right. It is Brian.
Oh, for
He's
sure.
spinning. He's still spinning.
for sure.
Falling in the DLC void until he is chosen.
Yeah, they've definitely done some shenanigans on some of the silhouettes, and that's fine.
Yes, it's totally
Like,
fine.
Dualon is viable.
So the reason why I would say that this is potentially not Dual-On
Is the little V in the top of his hair, for starters?
Okay, that's one thing. The little bump in the top of the
Mm-hmm.
hair. And two, I don't think the arms are long enough. Dual-On has extraordinarily long arms.
Well,
And
I mean...
his
It's
arm
part of
looks-
the sleeves also, but
I mean, they could be tweaking and updating his design a bit, maybe. Who knows?
Right.
But so one argument or one suggestion I've seen that I think, okay, first off, yeah, it's really weird. It does look like Psyche, and that's its own other thing. But one suggestion I've seen I think would be really cool, but it would break my heart for a different reason. He does look like Kane Heinlein, the final boss of Garo Mark of the Wolves.
Really?
now the only reason I could think that it would be him,
Is the-
he
am I
is
spelling it
lean.
right? Is it K or is it C?
Kain, yeah, and he is lean and lanky and tall like that. But because of where they're going with Garo,
Just take that first picture.
Well,
yeah,
this one right
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
with
yeah.
the bump in the hair.
And the top left. Just do the top left one.
Yeah.
And you put that side by side, like,
Yeah.
that's...
that looks
viable.
real believable. It really does.
Yeah. I mean, even the pose,
Yeah.
right?
And with
Hmm.
Garo coming, and with Rock engaging, I'm telling you that could be a possibility. It really could.
He's on the list. Like, that's a completely fair suggestion.
Right.
And some people have said, what if it's just Hein? Actually getting into the story now. And Hein could theoretically do it again because, like, the way his suit is designed and everything.
But here's the thing. His story, for me, kind of, like, wrapped up for now.
Yeah.
So why bring him in now?
Because he's
my
fucking
two cents.
rad.
He is. He should have been in Black Butler, yes, but it's like it kind of finished and wrapped up without him needing to be in the game. So I just kind of hope it's
Dude,
actually
okay,
someone
also,
else.
he is entirely too thin for Adelheid.
Yeah, Adelheid is, Rugal's son. He's got some meat on his bones.
But that boy got some big fucking
That
arms.
boy got V.
So even if he
V-shape
is,
going on.
so even if he was wearing a coat
like daddy.
like that, his sleeves would be way too
I mean,
obvious.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm gonna hurt you. Okay, I'm gonna hurt you. The biggest argument that it's not Dual-On is because Dual-On's from the Ash Saga, right?
And there it is.
Damn, James. Again, James does not pull punches when we're together. Here he goes.
But here it is. Yes, it's the level of Ash Saga erasure here,
Right.
and Hizoku erasure on top of it.
Right, exactly.
I'm
like-
gonna start taping a little paper right here on the TV, and it's gonna be like James 1,
Yeah.
Ryan 0, Kitty question mark. But
Yeah,
I need
like,
to start keeping
I mean,
count.
besides the fact that I've already done this whole thing about there's 2 Ash Saga reps in the whole game. And if you really want to be like, okay, what about ones who had their first appearance? And you just put in the Mark of the Wolves characters, and you get a whole 4.
Right.
And I don't count them because they're fucking Mark of the Wolves
Right,
characters.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, so like, yeah, we got Oswald in 14, and that's kind of nice in season 2. But like this game, we don't have Dual-On, we don't have Shen, we don't have Oswald, we don't have a bunch of other cool characters. Where the fuck is Adelheid?
Yes, it's Kenso in a trench coat.
Yeah, that's
that's totally
I'm so
believable.
sad about Kenso right now, but yeah.
yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. I hope it's Dual-On just so I can shut the fuck up a little bit, and then we can have one fucking Ash
A
character.
little bit, you say.
Because I'm certainly not going to shut up completely. But they still have to hold out hope that eventually the boss challenge is going to have more than one boss, and that's where Adelheid's going to have to be.
Right.
And then what's going to happen is I'm still going to get Genitz first, where I'm supposed to be happy about it, but I'm still going to be mad because Ash Saga Erasure. And Adelheid fucking deserves it. I was talking about it on Twitter the other day. Like, there are so many characters I want, but if I had to fucking say it, like, I'm just going to be like, you know what, fine, just put in Adelheid. He's earned it.
I mean, everybody is saying Dual-On, right? Everybody's saying
Right.
Dual-On. I don't know. I don't see it.
I think it's viable, but I'm not like
It's
I'm not
viable?
but I'm not deeply sold.
And like I said, they're getting sneakier and sneakier with the silhouettes.
unless
so
they-
they just want you to keep thinking it's a certain character all the time,
Because-
and then 8 out of 10 times it's not that character.
the hair, I don't feel like is poofy enough.
I mean, it depends on how he's facing and if they do shenanigans.
And this right here, this little jut right here, like there's no way Dulon would have that jut in their head.
If it was Guy Tendo, then he's too damn lean. He's too skinny. He went from like
Guy is stocky.
Baki stocky muscle.
Baki stocky.
Baki stocky. And now just like skinny ass. Nah, that's I wish Guy.
I mean,
would
but
come
you
in.
said that there were some people who were posting up like theory pictures of Dulon or something like that, or
No, it's another Kyo, you guys. It's one of the clones.
Oh.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I don't think Oswald's an answer either.
No,
because
there's hair on him.
because also the
There's
coat,
poof
the
here.
long, it looks like a long coat
right?
that's sticking out to the side of it.
I mean, again, it could just be because like you said, they're a little bit trickier with the animation.
You straight said white. Jesus.
That
Good
fits.
for you.
That fits better than some of the
You know,
suggestions.
I'm glad you said that. Thank you. Nobody remembers white.
I try to repress him.
We appreciate him being brought up.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest concern is just Dulon to me, I feel like just has really long, lengthy arms, and these arms look way too stubby for
Or
me.
too normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and unless Dulon is looking directly at a Xanadu style, how does that head make sense?
I mean,
don't
I think if he's going kind of like
Xanadu.
this,
I think he's just
I think he's
kind of
just
like
tipped
this.
down a little like
I think
that.
it's like a quarter turn face, and he's got just a different pose.
But if it was,
if.
you would still see a part of the head coming down over.
Not necessarily.
Wait. You know what? You bring up a good point. Pop up Elba from Maximum Impact.
Some people have been suggesting it could be Alba, and
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
that's bloody likely,
No,
but
the coat kind of fits, the arms kind of fit, and the hair bump kind of fits. No. Maximum Impact.
Oh, okay.
yeah, Alba Meira, Meira. Okay.
If it is, I will be happy as all hell. Because Maximum Impact characters need some representation in this damn game. If we're gonna bring back so many different characters that haven't been around in a while, then Maximum Impact characters definitely need to make an appearance. That's just me.
It's not impossible.
No, it's not impossible, and I would really just like it if it did happen. That's all. Really.
On the other hand, I'm gonna laugh so hard if it actually is Kane, because it's gonna bring back shit I've talked about like for years about the possibility of Hein and leading into the geese bullshit, and then just setting up the world of Mark of the Wolves.
Now, if he's looking up, adjusting his coat, and kind of like has his head up so the bangs are doing the bump, and he's kind of looking down, maybe. I don't know.
Dude, I miss Duck too, don't worry.
A duck they can never do because his silhouette would be too obvious.
I mean, but no. That is incorrect because he does wear his hair down.
Right, sometimes, right. But they wouldn't do that for the...
Who knows? He might have his
It's
hair down
true,
finally.
it's true.
He might get his...
Mike Paul Phoenix himself,
what
basically.
was it? Dominated? No.
The Wild Ambition art?
Wild Ambition.
There's the
thank
Wild
you.
Ambition
Yes,
art,
there's-
and there's the Memories of Stray Wolves art, which has a very different hairstyle as well.
So I'm going to go on ahead and say Wild Ambition. And if his hair is down like that for 15,
I'm here for it.
that would be sick.
Super here for
That
it.
would be so freaking sick.
Anyway, so part of the reason, though, to support the Dualon theory is the pose.
Okay.
Because you can just see him like this.
Yeah, you could.
Like, you guys think it's like he's going to be wearing a coat, and then he's going to be having, like, elegant, classy posing. And that's where a lot of these debates come in of why it could be Hein, could be Kane.
Detective
This is
Mary
fan
and a
art or
trench
is this
coat.
official art?
That's official.
This is
Yeah.
official art. Okay, so this could be closer to what we're looking at, because
Yeah.
then you can't see that.
But
hair.
I think that one's a little older, too.
Right, but maybe he goes back to an older look, right?
Yeah, he could be less spoopy. I don't know.
That is another really good point. And hello for your first time chat. Yes, what if he's backwards like Iori normally poses?
Kind of like
That's
this.
yep. You never thought about that.
I mean, I'm not sure how well that would fit in that silhouette in general.
But that is a good theory.
Yeah,
though.
think outside the box.
Yeah, no, like everybody else is thinking it's always, a front or a side pose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the reason why it doesn't work is because of the arms, I think.
Yeah, the foreshortening distances.
Right,
Yeah.
so this one would have been shorter than this one if it was back facing.
Well,
right?
the other thing to note too is that most of these are going to be their primary concept art sketches, which are going to have to face forward.
that's
They're
true.
not like official promotional art.
That's true as well. He's got a little bit of JoJo arms when he poses.
God, it better not
So-
fucking be Javatma.
Jesus! Wow!
Dude, people
Wow,
are
you
busting
guys are just
everybody out of
bringing
the
up some
woodwork here.
crazy shit tonight.
Dude,
I'm
don't-
here for
It's
it.
Javatma. Should I even look it up, or
Yeah.
is this Javatma?
That's Javatma.
Yes.
Where's he from?
Actually, Maximum Impact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some people have theorized that Dolores might be related to him somehow, so that's been a whole thing before.
That's right. When she was first announced and we got to see her, everybody was
Yeah.
thinking that too.
I mean, again, like, so the idea, like, someone pointed out that it does kind of look like Oswald shuffling cards, which I think is kind of reasonable. But again, the top of the head fucks it all up. Like, I can't even think of a way to make that, like, really feel like his hat. But they also could be pulling shenanigans and him actually wearing the hat there.
I don't know. Or he just like grew his hair out so it's a bit longer in the back. I don't know.
So similar to this with the
Yeah.
cards, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Huh. Well, the silhouette has definitely got everyone speculating again. So
Yeah.
Everyone is all over the place on this one, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, Oswald would be a reasonable choice because then they have to also redesign a little bit less.
Right.
But-
And they can bring him in from the previous game. So yeah. And
There's no way that's
hello
Gannets.
Megapixel.
There's no way that's Gannets.
Gannets will have to be later, not
Boss
in-
rush
yeah,
thing, maybe.
like, that's what we're thinking. He might be one of the new like boss challenges. We're hoping to God he at least gets that because it's just it's not looking too great for our favorite Orochi backer.
That, and I mean, he's long overdue to just be a a balanced playable character
That too.
because he's banned in everything.
Yeah, I would like people to actually play him in tournament, not be banned. So I mean, if they did it for Rugal, they can do it for him.
For Omega Rugal, no less, and he's not even that good. He's one character I'm actually really,
Dumb down.
I'm really fascinated what his patch notes are gonna be to try to make Rugal better without like overly breaking him.
Right, yeah. Who knows? Maybe they will break him and he'll just be the new Cronin, right? So,
I don't know.
And then-
Ignis is another one.
Yeah, fuck
Chrysalid is another one. Like
I don't even. I've got everything from Chrysalid I want. His music.
All right.
all right.
All right.
Wait. What? Okay. Yes. I was gonna say we'll get into music in a minute. Go to the next silhouette and click on the Twitter link I sent you because I feel like it could be this, and I'm hoping it is.
I would lose my goddamn mind.
See?
Would lose
somebody,
my goddamn mind.
Somebody actually.
So when I saw the silhouette, I was basically thinking it was this pose or something similar to it. So when I saw this in my feed and they just busted out this drawing, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, the thing is, I actually
This
kind
is
of,
a damn good possibility.
I like actually did kind of run in my head this idea as well, like without the prop, actually,
Because like
because I think
Shion-
it was more like this.
something like that. Because Shion, a lot of people
Well,
love.
has the stream even seen this yet?
Yeah, they're saying
Okay.
Yeah. And I really think if Shion was to have a chance, it would probably be now. And that
Shion-
silhouette is just like that's what I thought.
So Shion is a boss only character, right?
Right.
In 11.
Yeah, the mid boss of 11
Okay.
or sub boss. So that's not a girl.
Yeah, that's not a girl.
Fun fact.
Oh, sorry. So he's
Well-
from KOF 11.
Yeah. So I mean, again, I kind of go with they, but so the character.
Yeah, to be safe, Shion is they.
So, but the character was originally designed as female, and then they made Shion male at the last second,
Okay.
and that's just
Why
where
they're
it
so
is.
beautiful.
And Shion's animations in 11 are ridiculous. Oh my god!
Well,
So-
now that Ertola's in the chat, we have to tell him about the
okay.
idea, right?
Okay.
So-
All right. Please take notes. Please take your Shingo notebook out of your pants and listen to me right now, Ertola. you have to have Wave Chan make a new sticker for us. It is Kim Kaf-wan doing his pose like this, and he is completely still except from serious face to smile with a little bling in it, and Kim's pants have to move and flow every time you turn the sticker.
It's the
from
lenticular
left to right.
thing.
Yeah, the
I mean, I don't even think his face should change. I think he should just be still, and you just move it back and forth, and only the pants move.
I mean, with serious face, I would just take that. I think it's perfect. But some people like the smile with the little shine on it. But, you know.
Maybe the grumpy face, or maybe the extra grumpy face with the blacked out eye and the eye flash would also be a good one.
But just as long as the pants on the sticker are flowing, please, you guys got to make this. I was saying earlier, y'all would make so much money at cons if you make a special pants-only flowing Kim Kaf-wan sticker. How cool is that?
It's just such a joke. Like, it's such an inside joke that people would love it. So.
And people, especially FGC, it's just too good. And at my request, I will pay extra for a big one. I want one this size. Yes, to have in the background while we do our shows. I really, really, really hope this could happen.
But yes, going into the running theory, most people think the slot 6 is Hinako.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at her dress and you look at the bottom corner of the silhouette, it does look like a dress to some people. It may look like a gi top to me or a Chinese top, but, you know, everyone else is thinking it's a dress.
That looks like a skirt.
I mean, it's so poofy over here, though, on this side.
But long hair.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, and again, like, look up 11 Athena. It's actually freaking hilarious how close it is.
Yeah. Let's see. Is it this one here?
Yeah. Even just the top left one.
Yeah. So that's their preview of they're making costumes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. Noriyuki Works, I'm going to be an asshole right here and say, look, I'm just happy she's back. She doesn't need a team. And especially with what happened in WWE, you got all the Saudi teams you want in that right now. Because, damn, dudes are just, what are they going to buy next?
I mean, is Hinako the kind of character that would have this kind of pose?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's dainty and cutesy and kind of ditzy and would totally...
But is also not.
Now, Hinako, when's the last time Hinako has been in a game?
02UM or 03.
So it's been a while, so this would be a crazy one, right?
Yeah.
So.
Ellis with long hair, never. She's not going to be in this game ever.
Locked.
She is the new
Just say 02UM.
The new redacted Alice.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Similar pose here.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah.
There's a very good chance it's her, and this is... Ooh, it's gonna hurt.
Why?
I have PTSD from her in 02UM.
Oh, okay,
That character is fucking dumb in 02UM.
Got it. A very fair and balanced character.
Yeah, there you go.
Says Zydord.
That is not biased at all. Not at all.
Like, seriously, she's a character I would love to see you lab for 10 minutes and check the offensive and defensive properties of some of her moves and just be like, what the fuck?
I mean, I had thought, like, from the pose, I thought maybe it might have been Alice, right? So, I know a lot of people don't want...
Who the hell is Sherry Bogart?
That's who this is, right? Alice is
Yeah.
Sherry Bogart.
No, she's redacted. She can't be in 15. There are too many slots taken already. She can't be in 15.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I think this is too short looking to be Alice.
Well, and I mean, again, you have to explain away the hair.
Right.
Or whatever backpack.
Or
whatever.
something. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Lily Kane. That's a new one.
That would be neato, but they'd also have to do something to make her actually stand out and have any value whatsoever.
She was the one that was only playable in Maximum Impact, right?
Yeah, as a clone Billy. Or an Echo Fighter, if you will.
Okay.
Billy.
Kisara would be fucking sick, actually.
Ooh.
Kisara Westfield.
That's a good one.
Hey, okay.
Dude, I would be so down if it was her. She's hilarious.
So she's from the other fighting game than
fighting games that nobody really talks about except to go into like Kusoge weirdness. Yeah.
Aggressors of Dark Combat. Okay, yeah.
I mean, the thing is that if it is her, then what that tells me is that she was originally slated for SNK Heroines and got scrapped. Because that would actually make a lot of sense. But yeah, no, I'd be totally down for Kisara because she's got some funny moves. Not the least of which being passing a love letter and then kissing someone else to break your heart as a super move.
Oh, that's right. She's the one that does that. I totally remember
that's her.
that now.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that now. Yeah.
No, she would be fun. She would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, actually, I mean, there is a good point where these could even be non-KOF characters, like pulling out a Last Blade character for, like, they did Sam's show or something like that,
right,
which would also mean that slot 5 in that case would have to be Setsuna, which would be fucking amazing, actually.
Which one was Setsuna?
He's the villain with the owl and does, like, the weird mirror super.
Which game from?
Last Blade. Last Blade. Setsuna. Last Blade. There you go.
Oh, this dude.
I could totally buy that silhouette being Setsuna.
Huh.
And that's not the worst thing ever.
What if
Yeah, any Last Blade character other than Hibiki would be pretty hype.
What if Maximum Impact Leanne got her hair did, and it's actually her in the coat, not Dulong?
Nah. No, because it's Leanne, so we would actually see her boobs in the silhouette.
No, because
pretty big.
they've done a really good job hiding boob in the silhouette.
But given that pose, it's kind of unavoidable.
I mean, let's just put it this way: this little purple spot would not exist.
Exactly.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well,
if that's Leanne, like that would not be there.
Conservative, if it was her in
Which
the
character
jacket.
is this?
Leanne.
It's like one of the main characters in Maximum Impact.
That's good. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Leanne Neville or Neville?
And who? Oh god, it's not even an Asian character.
Oh no.
Okay.
And the funny thing is that like going in hindsight, she's kind of like the precursor to Viper. Like she's Viper before Viper.
Okay.
Weird like dive kicks and ground pounds and fucking satellite lasers.
Jesus.
I'm not even joking.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah, and then like double triple agent and
There's no way. There's literally no way.
That's triple D agent to you.
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna give you that one. So yeah, but basically the running theory is that it's Dualon and Hinako, but I'm not fully convinced yet.
I'm more convinced by Hinako than I am by Dualon. But again, the silhouettes, I've pointed out little things like that, and then it turns out that
Shenanigans.
They just shenanigans. So
But yeah, I mean the thing is that again, even if it is Dualon, I'm still kind of sad that like I have to settle for only Dualon.
you
from
see,
all
I was about to
Saga.
say Theo, right?
Theo would be a
But
great
the thing is, I
addition.
don't think Theo looks at all like that
Right.
in any circumstance.
Metal Slug.
There would need to be a ponytail, and there is no ponytail in that silhouette.
Yeah.
So,
Unless they just change her look completely.
but the thing is, she's appeared in KOF endings, and she's does not had an update. So,
Oh, really? She's
Yeah.
in some of the endings? Oh, okay.
yeah, she gets briefed with the Ikari Warriors.
Oh,
like
that's
all the Metal
funny.
Slug characters are in briefings
so
with
funny.
Metal Slug.
This is super cute. It's super cute.
Yeah, so like Hinako is the most likely there, but there could be some surprises there. And then again, if it's Dualon, fucking sweet. I love Dualon. Also, why would I have to wait 9 months for him? But whatever. But I'm still way more concerned about like, are we getting Adelheid in a boss rush or anything? Because, and again, there's also just the factor of, as much as I love Dualon and I love the Hizoku, this is a game that now has Kukri, Najd, and Dolores, who are basically the replacement Hizoku. What are you gonna do to make him not feel like he's overlapping those characters?
Like movesets and stuff like that.
So,
right?
so honestly, like,
So with that being said, if you wanted a boss rush battle, you would choose Adelheid at this point over Genetz.
he deserves it. He needs it.
He
needs
it.
Was he a sub boss or was he a mid boss?
So 03, he is a final boss, one of the two final bosses, and then in 11, he is he's a mid boss,
Right.
one of 5.
I mean, look, Proud Soul. I mean, that's how I'm feeling about Kenso right now. I mean,
I mean, the thing is, at least Adelheid was a boss, so he could theoretically be there.
right.
And then you just have the fucking Bernstein boss rush. Let's go.
Kenso, basically, I have no hope for in 2023 at all whatsoever. So, and of course, Team USA is not showing up anywhere. So, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, there were so many characters we were hoping for, and this just dashed them all.
Right.
But it also dashed every leak that's ever happened, so that's cool.
That too.
Every air quotes leak.
Well, I mean, the question is, though, Hinako, Duelon. I mean, Duelon, I could see people... Are people clamoring for Hinako?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
More than Sylvia Notched, even.
So, in other words, there are people who are really happy if Hinako comes.
I am one of the handful of people who's pissed.
Okay.
Everyone else is stoked.
A lot of people also have been begging for Mature and Vice, and everybody got their hopes up when Rugal came back.
Right.
Because they're like, oh my god, are we finally getting Mature and Vice?
Yeah, problem is Mature and Vice are still dead in the story, right?
That didn't stop him in 14.
That didn't stop it.
Right, but
We didn't
I'm
give
saying...
a shit if they were dead or not. They were still making appearances, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, you think Orochi lets us die?
No, and not only that, everybody got brought back anyways.
Yeah.
Which has led to Garo theories, which
Well,
has led
Well, I
to
mean, the thing is, they're still dead. They're still
Right, that's
dead.
what I mean. Even after the brought back, they're dead, which is why I think this is a low chance. But maybe being dead gives them a better chance. So.
I don't know. All I know is a bunch of crazy shit happens in KOF, so you can't really go by death rules.
Yeah,
You really can't,
I mean,
because someone,
Dude,
if they really want to, they'll
Chen
come back.
Zan is way the fuck off the table.
Unless he's wearing a skirt now.
Yeah.
I don't think... And lost a lot of weight. I think he's not going to be here. But, I mean,
It's okay. I still have higher hopes for a lot of this shit than I do for Ramon becoming playable.
You know what? Fuck it. It's Alfred. It's Alfred. That's Alfred. His
It's
hair
not
is long.
fucking Alfred.
It's Alfred. There you go.
like-
The end. It's Alfred.
Like I said, I'm just, oh man. Like, obviously the OCD in me just really wants official teams and stuff like that. So I really hope that they consider if they ever actually put in characters that could fit into a team for
No
these
team.
singles.
No team. Just chaos. I need to make that a meme with the little dog.
Okay, on the same note of, Hinako and Choi, I'm still sad that I'm probably never going to see Ma Lin ever again. I'm never seeing that character.
Or Botan.
Yeah,
Or Botan.
I mean,
Fucking
again,
Botan, man.
I get the idea. I mean, I see Ertol agrees with me, but like I get that it's harder to release teams as DLC because you have to make all 3 of them before you release them away. But like I said, I think that they should be allowed to release them in one singular and then eventually 3 of them and then merge them.
All right, but let's also think of it this way.
Uh-oh.
Remember how many discussions we had last time about where the dev team is going and putting like their motivations and everything?
Right.
This is probably an indicator that like if we're getting 6, maybe 7 characters this year, that means they probably are shifting a lot of their priorities to the future projects.
Right.
That, it's going to be people working on, the next Garo, people working on keeping Samurai Showdown running, because we don't know what's going on with that other than the rollback.
Right.
I hate to say this derpy mofo's name, but it's all the Luke integration from one game transition into another. And a lot of games saw that worked for them.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna try it.
Yeah, again, I already mentioned that Rugal needs some fucking story.
Sure,
But yeah, again, like the cross promotion, I would honestly not be terribly surprised if that actually winds up being Kane as a way to segue into the release of the new Garo.
Right, to put that interest.
If I was a dude, I would just cosplay Luke just to do some stupid ass edgelord Mimi cosplay shit.
Oh, I would just do it deliberately terribly and like put like silly putty on my arms.
I would literally dress like Luke the Sailor Man and have a corncob fucking pipe and the sailor hat and just do stupid shit at like fighting game events. because if I were a dude, I'd be doing that.
Yeah, well, I mean that's kind of
yeah, exactly.
So-
I'd be doing all that.
so Johnny-
I'd be behind Vieg doing that. All right, that's exactly who I would.
So
do
Johnny
that to.
299 has a point. Is the problem is niche characters make hardcore fans happy, but don't necessarily sell games.
Right, of course.
But that's kind of the benefit of the teams, is that you can have
Yeah,
like
a
a
niche
mainstream character, and then they fill the team with the characters that people like me want, because then everyone has to buy all of it together.
So I mean, so Dualon and Hinako count as more mainstream, less niche, or are they pretty niche, right?
And the only people who care about Hinako play KOF.
Okay.
I mean, there might be some people who are like, "Oh, she's cute."
Right, but I mean, because the funny thing is, like, she's kind of like supposed to be a comical character because she looks like that, but she's a sumo wrestler,
And a
right?
bad motherfucker, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
The little girl super strength. Okay,
Right.
it's just like one of those tropey characters, and then
Okay.
honestly, at this point,
You watch your mouth.
like,
Noah is in trouble.
oh, how
Noah
dare
is
you,
in
sir?
trouble.
That's one
How
of my
dare
biggest
you.
hopes is the new Garo has Rick back, just so we can
Damn
have
it.
we can have a game that's not Vanessa.
Enough fucking Vanessa. I need Rick in my life, all right? Dude is a badass. And I'm sorry, I'm going to go on a quick little tangent right here. The only Native American / indigenous character that doesn't look like a god-awful fucking stereotype with horrific hair, all right? Just because we're Indian, just because we're indigenous and from a tribe, doesn't mean we all have feathers and fucking headdresses and chokers that we wear every fucking day. No, it's not denim on denim on denim on denim, okay? I hardly wear that shit. It's uncomfortable for me. I hate it. Like, seriously. SNK, thank you for making one of the best Native American indigenous characters. All right. Yes, you have White Buffalo in another game. It's technically not yours, but it is. But still,
It's a Neo Geo game.
It's a Neo Geo game, okay? But he's a fucking chief, so he looks like he should. Anyways, that was my quick little
Breathe.
rant. I can't. I'm going on a tangent. That was my quick little rant. And I still haven't taken a breath, by the way. But just thank you so much, SNK, for actually, yes, they're indigenous, but do they look like a stereotype? No. We need more of that, okay?
You're totally lying.
Don't even get me started on the newest female indigenous character with god-awful fucking hair. Because I'm not even gonna get into that right now. Because she's not part of SNK. Thank God. Or else we'd be flying to Japan having conversations.
So yeah, Shingo was a joke character turned legit, but Shingo's really popular, right? He's more of a mainstream character, right?
Look, okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna be completely honest. Out of this season so far,
Oh, Jesus.
I'm most excited about Shingo.
Oh really? Out of everybody?
Out of the four we know.
Okay.
And honestly, like if that's not dual on in slot 5, it's probably gonna stay that way.
Okay.
Like I'm really happy about Shingo. Like I like Naj and everything, but I mean I can't think of anyone in the game right now that I'm willing to drop for.
That's true.
Right.
That is true.
Okay.
It is a thorough tangent because, like, look at Rick and then look at other characters in other games. Like, it's not super stereotype. He's got sick as fuck hair. And he's got his own style and his own outfit going on. It just
He borrowed Orochi slacks.
There you go. He did. But
That's my headcanon now.
But there's not enough focus on the crowd.
I mean, I wouldn't want a boxing team with Rick and Heavy D because I just want Heavy D to be on his team with the Team USA. I want Heavy D to be back with his teammates, man.
Yeah, no, and I think
Your voice cracking on that. It's just like we're gonna play freaking sad music, Sarah McLachlan music in the background for you while you say this, and we're gonna do a 1-800 number to try and make donations so they get in the damn game by now because it's just
In the arms of the angel.
every year
every
a sports team is left out of a fighting game.
when expectations for some have been shattered, for others they're just downright heartbroken.
That we feel.
Look at James Chen right now.
You are
and the
fall
pain going
from the wreckage
through his
of
soul
the silent
as he's dying for Team
reverie.
USA.
For just
Come
You're
back
in
for
the
just pennies pennies a day.
For just pennies a day, you can buy these sports players new equipment so that they can have something to do every time they are left out of KOF.
I was about to say with their invitation stolen, but no, I just couldn't. Oh my God.
It's only happened 3 times.
Oh man,
Just-
it's a good song.
it works. It is effective.
Man,
It was a critical. That's a critical hit. Is that effective? Oh my God.
oh man.
I hope one of y'all clip that for later. I'd
definitely-
appreciate it.
Oh,
if
it's
you
gonna
did.
happen one way or another, whether we like it or not. Like, someone's gonna like end up just cutting it from the YouTube as well. Like,
Right.
holy crap.
I better see like slow, sad swipes from like person to person.
Dude,
I have to edit it.
to actually like put like fighting game footage in black and white.
I mean, honestly though, like I really feel like if Team USA got in the game, it would be so viral and people would talk about it so
Oh
much.
yeah,
that
no,
actually-
it would succeed on meme inertia.
Right, and not only that, but like to actually have U.S. characters in the game
my
again,
God.
I think would actually bring a lot of people. Oh, that's right. Did I say Dido or did I say Sarah McLaughlin? I did say Sarah McLaughlin.
did. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
I definitely would have stopped you dead
Yeah,
in your tracks.
yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh my God.
Fair.
But yeah, so and so all of this is coming out. The update and Shingo come out on Tuesday,
Tuesday.
which
Is that when
means
the patch comes out too? The balance patch? Oh.
that God willing, sometime between Sunday and
Hold up.
Sunday and Monday.
James, I want to talk about this next because this is also awesome, and I'm glad they didn't forget about it. As we said, we were going to talk about music.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this is part of the update. So I would like to just talk a little bit about this.
There it is.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, this makes me happy.
So on January 17th, 15 staff role songs from previous mainline KOF titles will be added free of charge. So they didn't have any of the ending music from
Yeah,
any of
the
these
credits.
games?
No.
Oh, and they're adding it, which allows players to customize the background music during their matches with their favorite songs. So they're adding all the ending
And a
credit
couple of these are
songs.
actually like really good.
Oh, sick. Nice. So yeah.
Also, the O2 one is just hilarious. So it's like Incredibad, like deliberately because O2 had a bunch of comedy skits.
So it's kind of like almost like whatchamacallit, like Pocket Fighter or
Pocket
Dark,
Fighter. Yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Stalker.
Yeah, the 99 one
Yeah.
slaps.
So I mean, see, this is what I mean. But like, they put in this DJ station and all this. I feel like that they could make this like a definitive KOF game. Which
Okay.
is why I don't want to see single entrants. But anyway.
But I also want to say, like, if anybody's listening, you're missing some of the character select screens from some of the games that I would love to put into my character select screen. Not the least of which being you added all that maximum impact and you didn't keep the character select from that. That hurt. Okay. Max Impact is actually missing a few tracks.
I wonder if there's a rights issue with some of them or something like that.
I'm aware of. They just probably are like, does anybody care?
I know it's too late, but if anybody's listening,
Dude, Fatal Fury and Art of Fighting are missing too many.
please, can we get like just one new background for this year at some point?
right, yeah.
Maybe like I'm hoping at Evo Japan there's like a tease of maybe a new background or a little bit more stuff that's going to be put into the game.
I
I'm
forgot,
hoping. I'm hoping.
Was the Rugal stage already in the game, like as the
No.
final boss stage, or was that brand new?
That was brand new as DLC.
Okay.
Yeah, like
So we did get one brand
We
new
got one stage the whole year, and it came as the free update.
Okay.
So I'm really hoping. I would love 3. I think 3 is fair in a year. But if we just even get one,
I'll
be happy with that.
I'm gonna hold out hope for 2, like 1 for the characters and 1 with the next boss rush.
I mean, Naj would have a fucking sick ass stage, especially if it was at night. like a sick ass desert moonlit night with a bunch of stars and everything. Like I could see that being really sick as fuck.
I like how Nakamura thinks here. A nice daytime stage with greenery. I mean, I'll tell you right now, that is exactly why I always preferred VF over Tekken graphic wise, is because VF was so much more colorful. You know?
Also, I mean, the raining stage with the
No, again, it's Destroy Coliseum stage is like one of the best.
Especially with the mascots
with the mascot head flying around and shit. Like, that was just one of the best ones. Along with the rain that we love very much on this show.
I mean, the nice thing about it is when you're making these new stages, you don't even have to necessarily design a new stage. Because I know we said this last time when we were talking about stages, what Street Fighter V did, bringing back all those old stages.
A bunch of old stages that people
everybody
love.
was all happy.
Ever since it came out, I have not switched off of the Cammy stage in Street Fighter V.
Dude, same. Dude, that's all I ever training mode on. It's all I ever training mode on.
Well, even I got sick of it. I'm just like, change the fucking stage already. I'm
seriously,
so tired of it.
Look at the border around us. It's the 99 Garden.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that is the stage.
I will go to the title screen that we have here.
Yeah.
There's the stage 1 of it. Stage 2 is here, and if I kill everything in the middle, basically, what you'll actually see.
I'm not at my house, so I'm not cutting off the internet, so you don't get to see the stage today.
The stage of all time. Like, seriously. This is one of the greatest stages ever made.
And actually, you know what? This is a great reputation of SoCal in the past few days.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We love this stage.
But seriously, this is like one of the greatest stages of all time. Period.
Okay, I just had an idea. With Sylvie Palapala coming back, I have, I'm getting a little hopeful that there will actually be some crazy bonker ass stage
with a lot of eyeballs everywhere.
Some crazy concerty weird ass stage,
it's just literally the fetus of God from Vampire State.
I was like, that's exactly where I was going with this.
Dude. That's
exactly where I was going, dude.
It's just billions of eyeballs staring and following both of you. That's all it is. While you guys
fucking vaporwave cosmic horror. Let's go.
Did you ever play PT? Did you play PT?
God, yes.
When with the pictures and the eyeballs. Oh my god, dude.
Oh shit. Okay. Anyways, I was gonna say something important here.
What, you saying a stage with eyeballs isn't important?
It is just as important, but it's not baby fetus important. It is basically...
as long as you know that.
Oh my god! This would be a perfect opportunity to bring back one of the KOF beloved amusement park stages from like Neo Geo Land or what was the one, was it 11 or 13 that had like one of the best amusement park stages? I can't remember.
I mean, I'm not sure which one you mean. Like O2UM's amusement park is also really cool, but it has like billions of cameos.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That's another thing that has made us, we've talked about it on the show, made us sad. There are not like hardly any cameos in the background stages.
Well, the
so if they're
are very disparate. Like there are no humans in most of the backgrounds except for like the Southtown one, right?
Southtown and the pro wrestling.
Yeah, which are the first 2 stages that they made.
Yeah, and
so it almost feels like afterwards they just didn't have the time to be able to put more people in the backgrounds.
So I'm just hoping that in the future, while they're making newer background if they're making newer background stages, that we get those sick ass cameos we used to have back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the difference between sprite art and 3D models. Like if they have a cameo, you had to make a whole ass character model. Back then, you just fucking threw a character on top of it, whatever.
What is it?
Have you seen what Adon looks like in the background of Capcom Fighting Evolution?
I don't want to.
Did he actually move both arms?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not entirely sure.
That's why he was such a major focus in my combo video for like 1 second, because he looks so bad.
That's another thing. The teams in the background, whether they won or lose, pouting, being sad, or
I was so heartbroken when that didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The guy defeated is just like,
You know what? We have a little hope though. Put it in the new Garo. If that's something that can happen, put it in
more cameos in the background there.
Teams even.
Well, Garo's in a team game.
I can't imagine they're gonna.
If it isn't, all I'm saying is whoever's fighting, put more people in the background one way or another. Whether there's teams or whether there's not teams.
Right. Because remember, when the characters in the background, they're almost always a far stripped down model.
Yeah, the LOD status level of detail.
Exactly. I mean, as much as, Street Fighter 6 is looking really nice, it's still, when you look at that world tour mode, all the NPCs still look kind of like crap, you know what I mean? But they don't have any choice. They don't have a choice on that, I think. So
I mean, you hit Animal Crossing territory with that, where everything starts glitching out and open world shit. It just gets kind of funky.
And also, we knew that was coming. Rest in peace, Metal Slug Attack.
Which one's Metal Slug Attack?
Mobile game tower defense style. Oh, the game's fucking rad.
But what does it mean by their ending? Is it a server game? It's a server game?
Done.
Okay.
Yeah, mobile game, server side.
For girls and everything else.
Honestly, after FFRK, I don't know if I can do it anymore. I just don't want to play these server games anymore.
I just don't want the really amazing roster of character designs that went into Metal Slug Attack to go to waste and just die forever. Right. There are some great designs.
The fact that we didn't get Geese Tower or the Garden makes me very, very sad.
I mean, at least there was the tower in 14. It was pretty cool.
Where's my better aquarium?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my aquarium? Where is my Skytree aquarium or Okinawa aquarium?
Actually, the KOF 2000 aquarium would be a fun one to remake. The 14 one was cool, but...
Yes. Hello, Mickey.
And I mean, the thing is, there's also so much stuff we don't know about what's going to be coming with each of the characters. Besides the staff roll stuff, is Shingo going to come with a bunch of other music or just his theme?
Is it
Right.
Mickey?
I think Mickey is right.
Mickey. It is Mickey. Yeah. So, and thank you for the subscription. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, honestly, the we don't know what's coming, and judging by the way, because see, that's the thing is which even with as janky as Street Fighter V was, you could tell that they were giving it pretty decent support throughout the years. They kept adding new things and stuff. Yes. KOF 15 has been kind of sparse since the most recent balance patch. It really doesn't feel like they're giving it that kind of attention.
Yeah, but who knows what they can do.
Right, exactly. And that's the concern. I'm not saying that they're doing it just to be because they're jerks. I'm saying that could be a resource issue, but as a result, I just don't know if they have the bandwidth to give us new stages and do all these things, because I would love to see it if they could push the game as more of a like the franchise game, this is our
this is the King of Fighters.
Right, evergreen game that they keep, like Street Fighter, like Tekken, like MK keep doing when they keep releasing new stuff. Yeah. But the problem with it is one, obviously, matchmaking. Two, obviously, Cronin. We've talked about how both of those have kind of hurt the optics of
fucking Dare to Dream.
Yeah, right? Jeez, a new Chrysalis. And yes, I want my sea cows and dugongs, damn it.
Chrysalis.
I want everything.
Dude, Chrysalis is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I was replaying it again on my Switch, dude.
I seriously, I've spent so many years not giving a shit about Zelda because most of those games aren't as good as Chrysalis.
Chrysalis is really good.
Oh, Nathan.
That was one of the games, though, I had to call the Nintendo. I think I retold
the
story.
Talked about this.
And I think you had to look up the same thing, right?
Probably.
Or your friend knew it or something, yeah. But, again, I'm sad because I don't know if SNK has the bandwidth to support the game the way that we would like to see, honestly. So
I feel like they can do it. It's just, do they have time? Do they have money? And do they have people to work on it?
That's the bandwidth.
So, I mean...
And the bigger thing is that is it worth it for them to do that or to just move on to the next game and make new product?
See,
and I think they have
scary.
A different kind of philosophy about it, and I mean it's not like we're sitting in on the meetings to find out, but
again,
but at the same time,
I don't want to spark this up again, but a good way to make your product evergreen is costumes.
Yeah.
No, we have to bring it up.
Costumes.
No, we need more costumes.
Right.
That's a key element of all of this so very damn much. And like we were saying, what the last show we had, yes, the classic costumes you're giving for only a handful of characters. They're great and all, but what about everybody else and the possibilities? So we really just need more costumes in the game as well. But here's the thing. KOF 15 is happening right now. Yes, you want to focus on your newer game coming out, but you still have so much opportunity to make this better and better with every season. You go.
This is one of the thumbnails I made, Tachiko. This is one of the thumbnails that I made. I even redrew the ALO thing or whatever it was on the bottom. So yes,
if we ever have a synchronized tournament.
Well, I mean, God only knows. He might just be deleted on Tuesday.
Yeah, I know, right?
Probably
To be honest with you, with how much we've seen of him, I actually wouldn't mind if he was deleted for a little bit, just so we don't have to deal with him.
We actually have been talking about a synchronized tournament this year. With all the craziness that's gone on, it feels like we really should have a tournament, and we really do want to give to our community and the KOF community and the SNK community and everybody in between. So we're kind of working on that. We've been talking about it, trying to figure things out, see the best way to go about stuff and things. But yes, trust me, it's been in conversations. So we'll see what happens this year. Anything else? I feel like.
Well, I did have a whole ass presentation.
Wait. No, wait. No, I'm thinking anything else I wanted to bring up. Let's bring up that Blue Mary figure.
Hang on. There was something we were supposed to bring up before. And we,
what am I forgetting? Oops.
This. Right? This. The character refinement. So,
massive character refinement
patch. A massive character refinement patch. Notice, however, that they used specific wording to indicate they're probably not going to change any of the system mechanics. Right? I'm guessing that the game is not going to get any new sort of
like outright mechanics.
Right, or a big tweak to existing mechanics. I think this is just going to be a balance patch, but holy crap, we need this now.
And I mean, the question is going to be also, are they going to non-standardize health again or not? That's one of the big ones. And I know a lot of people are against it, but I think that would be a good quick fix for a couple of characters. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do to Kula, but if you give her like 800 health, fuck it, whatever.
I mean, then you could just give Cronin 600 health and...
No, you still need to nerf. Fuck him.
I mean, are people still really frustrated with the wake-up throws by any chance, or...?
It just kind of depends on who you talk to. A lot of people have adjusted, and like I said, like almost a year ago, is that it's come too far that if you change it now, it might be too jarring.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's what the way the game works now. I personally want the wake up throw to stay because it's a good way also to know kind of the value of some of your jump ins and your meaties and stuff and see where your spacing is.
I mean, guys, you saw that clip of like that Shanghai clip of the Ash versus his Cronin, and the Ash just did like the big stun combo and whatever, and then hit Cronin and drained Shanghai to a pixel, and then Shanghai did 4 moves and Ash died.
Yep.
It's like, come on, man. Freaking Cronin, dude.
Well, I mean, there's safe jump, there's Oki, and then there's like, even so, there's some of the other things like using normals to micro space so you're out of throw range and create different situations. Like, there's a lot of different things. So I prefer it as is.
I saw a Kyoj setup that was like, you do this and you do the run, and when it whiffs, it puts them in exactly the right range for being outside of their throw range, but you could still command throw them on their wake up.
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So good old bullcrap.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, now we should go to the Mary figure.
Yeah, we should talk about the figure.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for these changes, obviously, and I can't wait to see what they do. I would love to see if they actually resurrect Andy, because he was a character that got nerfed for no reason, in my opinion. So, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What do we got here? Mary figure?
Sending it to you. Sent to you. You'll take a pound of nuts? That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts!
He went that way with nuts.
I like that that's actually even the username. Is that
Exactly. No.
just going all in on the
Just-
gimmick?
that's
I respect it.
Good
What
shit.
is that from?
Kung Pao.
Oh, I've never seen Kung
It's so funny.
We're gonna have to make you watch that one day, whether you love it or hate it.
I need to
You
get-
just need to watch it.
I really need to get the like the DVD version where you can watch it without the dubbing.
I have it.
Oh, sweet. I need to watch that version. Been forever.
Oh yeah, I have it.
Oh, I've seen that scene. Okay, I think
Okay.
I've seen.
Okay.
I think I've seen it on Twitter before. or
And you
something
know,
like
I
that.
haven't seen that movie in such a long ass time. I want to see how horrifically bad the cow fight is now.
Oh, it's gonna be incredible.
Oh, it's gonna be just god awful.
So we've talked about this statue before because yay, Anton's on it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yay!
Our-
Anton finally got recognized in a figure.
Our friends at Spec Fiction finally have pre-orders up for it. So
Now this information came out last year, towards the fall. It was definitely after Evo, and we have been waiting for Spec Fiction to get it in so we could grab ours. Now, I don't even know, there was a limited quantity that they were lucky enough to get their hands on. And as far as we know, 2 people so far have grabbed it.
It says edition size 188. Does that mean they got 188 of them?
no, that would be the
No,
grand
no, no,
total.
Yeah.
Oh, the ever made.
Yeah, I mean
basically.
that might be like the region-based one, not theirs. No, theirs they literally have a few of them.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna tell you how many, but I talked to them and they're like, yeah, no, it's like. So if anybody wants to grab them or grab one of them, now is the time to do it because they might not be able to fulfill that many orders. I definitely ordered mine. Yes.
Ducky go quack quack, dog go moo.
Yeah. So
What was it?
one
Just go-
so 1/6 scale. So she's gonna be pretty big. The actual statue and base is gigantic anyway.
Anyways, look at how beautiful
pretty.
it is. Look at that beautiful
Put it
detail
on
on
a dog?
the face.
Did they put the head on a dog for the background?
No,
Oh, no,
it's
it's-
just fur.
Just like a fur coat or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
it looks
fur.
like they put it on it. I mean, that's something I would do with my cats.
I mean that's actually reasonable to do it in.
We will say this: it was more affordable than the other Blue Mary figure.
Yeah, but the other one was 1/4 scale, so
The other one's a big old
It's-
girl, but
she
yeah,
large.
She a big girl.
But so yeah, I'm super stoked that like now I have this pre-ordered, which means that I am up to date on all of my Mary pre-orders. But yeah, if you're interested, you should totally grab it. You should totally use our referral code and our coupon code, and you should totally go buy it because it's awesome. And there's other really cool SNK statues on there as well. So yeah.
Yep.
And again, I mean, yes, it's $560 for these figures, but if you are a person who collects figures, you know that this is about the price range.
In fact, that's actually lower than some of the
Right.
This is
So,
actually lower than
if-
most other.
if
That's
you're-
actually, I think it's cheaper than the Shermie.
yeah, if you're a person who wants statues and collects statues, this is about what you expect, right?
Yes.
Obviously, if you are a broke MF, you know, then yeah, obviously.
I mean, this is. I mean, obviously, I'm skipping a few meals for this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, let's not lie. It's just like some people would be happy paying $120 for a Kotobukiya SNK character.
And
or-
I'm going to if Mary ever gets made.
But for for us, we like big collectible statues and figures, and the fact that Mary hasn't had much until we really started talking about her 2 years ago, and then her popularity grew, and now she's getting some sick ass figures because there haven't been figures of her for like almost like what? I don't want to say 2 decades, but
No, it's actually about right.
Is the dog? It's not Antonio, right?
It is Anton.
So Antonio is the long version of his name, Anton.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he
it's
does.
the
It
same
is.
dog.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay,
no,
okay.
they're definitely correct.
Okay.
They're technically correct. The best kind of correct. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, that statue is awesome and has Anton, and so you do it.
When you have a character that you love as much as him, or me with Shermie, you're gonna buy that shit. You're gonna buy
And
that.
how you used to be with mine because you have a fuck ton of Mais.
A lot of my Mais were given to me as gifts back in the day.
Yeah.
People would see me at conventions, be like, "There's the Mai cosplayer. Hey, I got this for you." Just shit like that. I'd get gifted a lot of stuff. I didn't even have a booth at a con. Because people were awesome and nicer back in the day, and they really appreciated KOF cosplay back then. So.
Oh man, yeah.
And again, here's the other thing. Why do I have so many Mais? And why was I starting to get so many fucking Morgans? The reason is because that's all they had for us back then. You gotta understand. I didn't get to see Shermie figures back then. We didn't get to see hardly shit back then. It was just the popular girls. So you had your Chun-Li, you had Morgan, you had Mai.
And then there was me, who was unable to ever afford the Final Fantasy X figures, because those I wanted.
Oh, right. I mean, I got a bunch of like Final Fantasy VIII ones, but they weren't that expensive. They were like the little, like kind of more like lightweight kind of things. So,
Yeah.
But they didn't even have all the characters. I bought only the ones that I could get. And as long as Quistis was one of them, then I was okay.
Yeah, of course.
So.
And I was so stoked.
And Zell. Quistis and Zell.
I couldn't get Zell.
You never got Zell?
I did not get Zell. I was really upset about that because I really do like Zell a
He's
lot.
fucking amazing.
I mean, back in the day, I was so stoked when they had that Final Fantasy VII set with Tifa and like just like everybody all together, and then they had the individuals with like Tifa and the frog, or you got like who had the chocobo? I can't remember. It wasn't.
Was it Barrett?
It was either Barrett or it was
Red.
I know there was a red figure too, but anyways, that set like had everybody, and I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, because Tifa came with the frog, right?
Yeah, Tifa came with the frog, but then you had like the set of like 6 of them, 5 or 6 of them. It was a big long set, and the toy store by my house had it, and I was just so happy to see that and get that shit. It was awesome.
Yeah, I miss being able to collect cool statues and stuff. But I tried collecting a bunch of them because I just think that it's really cool, and I was just that's just the thing. Is like as a fan of something, you want to collect and be able to show off the fandom a lot of the times, right? So I
mean, and honestly, figure collecting is just so effing expensive.
It is.
It really is. It's just like, do I get a new fight stick to compete if that's what you do, or do I get this figure, or do I pay to go to this event?
Right.
Like when you think about it, it's really hard for us when you love games and anime and you go to fighting game tournaments and everything else in between, because there's just too much shit to do and too much stuff to buy and too many things to collect. So I get you on that. But at least if you're able to get this statue, at least you can get a discount using our code SNKronize. So, that helps. That helps a little bit.
Yeah, and what Lurker Prime says there, price has skyrocketed. I mean, price has skyrocketed for profit margins too, which is we get
hit with a double whammy. Is that there was the good reason and the bad reason,
right?
And both happened.
And the majority of it was the bad reason, still anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. And then like on top of all that, I regret not starving for a few days in the past, or holding back on going to an event here and there, because there are some figures I really wanted from like 10, 13 years ago. Holy shit. It's like a house down payment to try and fucking get them now out of box. Like, and if they're a different color variant, good freaking luck, because the color variants are even more expensive than the original figures half the time.
A lot of the Ultra figures have gone way up.
I mean, we've been talking about how the Kotobukiya figures started as like $60
40 to 60.
Yeah, 40. And
now they're
40
like
to
140,
60.
right?
Yeah, or 120.
Yeah, now they're 120 to 140.
Yeah,
and some of the like the original like pricier and more sought after ones, like Comic-Con exclusive Psylocke. That shit was like 120 within a week of coming out.
Yep.
I think that one's probably like 200 or 300 now.
Jesus.
And the MSRP was 60 to 80.
So going back on what I said, a lot of those figures were Kotobukiya, because there are some random and very obscure like Black Butler figures. There's one of the Undertaker that I wanted, and when it came out it was a few hundred. Now it's like 800. Like, and I love Kodo, and I wish we could, blow that money on it, but they get so expensive if you don't pre-order. Like after, especially with scalpers nowadays, you think it's hard to get a PS5. Imagine trying to get a figure.
This is the worst thing about anime and video games becoming actually popular.
Yeah, people are just jumping on it. Yeah.
I mean, the whole conversation. I've been still trying to hunt for a freaking CPS2B board. Mm-hmm. And honestly, you can't get them cheaper than like $250, $300 these days. You know what I mean?
And that's the game side, right?
Yeah, the game side of things.
I mean, depending on if it's just any old B board. Give me some time. I'll see what I can find.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've had an offer from somebody for one for like $240, right? So like, and it's crazy enough. That's like, honestly, like you go to eBay and stuff like that. It's like the cheapest you can find these days. It's nuts, dude.
Matthew, do us a favor and go look at Zen Market.
Yeah. Our good old friends over at Zen Market.
If you haven't already, I call Matthew Duck Helmet because that's what he used to be. Duck Helmet, yeah. If you haven't looked at all of our Zen Market stuff, we can definitely help you out with imports. So
you won't be paying $250 for a figure again with Zen Market, and then you also get a little discount when you sign up with our code for that.
And also just the stuff you can find.
Not only that, real quick, because the yen is so down right now, things are way cheaper now to grab. Right. So if you're gonna try to do that, right now is the best time for you to jump on Zen Market and try and get that, so you don't have to deal with that pre-order BS and pay like so much money like that. Because that was our problem too until we discovered Zen Market. And this is why we talk about it so much. We love it so much. We get so many awesome different things. I mean, without that big middleman cutting you in the middle. So
Makan X Soul says, ease up on the nostalgia. Nostalgia can use be a tool by corporations to elevate the good times.
They've already abused it. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So, I mean, the thing about it is I know a lot of video game preservationists and stuff like that. And one of the guys that I talk to all the time has been talking about how
the game prices have skyrocketed.
And not only that, but not even because of nostalgia, because they're price fixing.
Yes, they are. And there's
they
that
basically get their friends to buy things for,
That's the whole problem why I don't even touch eBay anymore. There is so much price fixed like BS on that site. Dude, I just don't even deal with it.
The whole debacle with Wada.
Which one's Wada?
They're the ones that do the the comic book ranking kind of thing, like what condition is this in? Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
Was like a whole fucking
yeah. Okay.
I did get to show you some part of that documentary, right?
I don't think so.
Someone did like this whole like journalistic dive, and it's a whole fucking mess.
Right.
Now,
the rating looks like it's good, but it comes to you and it's just like in terrible condition. Right?
Oh no, it's way worse than that.
Oh yeah,
it's way worse. It's not that it's in bad condition. It's that they're falsely inflating the prices for no reason.
Exactly.
Because then they're circle jerking it into their own people, so that they can try to find people to scam out of it.
Yeah, honestly, gaming, comic books, geek culture is now, because the problem with it is that geek culture was not as well accepted when we were younger. The reason why geek culture is a little more accepted is because we're all old now. But the problem with having us all be old is that we also have money.
Yes.
And so now that they have that, they know that they have the ability to overinflate prices of everything.
But look, here's the thing. Even like 10, 15 years back, from 2010 on up, I have seen this geek culture shit, and it's just like in the cosplay world. It's been so fucking abused and manipulated by people who just see, oh, I can make money if I do this. Yep. I can brainwash all these dudes for all this money if I do this. Oh, I don't care about this character or this costume, but I'll just buy it off Amazon and then do this,
I mean, Funko Pops still exist for a reason.
Funko Pops, thank you. Jesus. Man. That's
the new babies.
The new Beanie Babies. The new era of Beanie Babies. Funko Pops.
By the way, Funko Pops have been around way longer than Beanie Babies were popular.
Right.
This
which
is also
actually really painful.
But this is the whole thing. It's these people who take advantage of geek culture. Oh, now it's cool, now it's trendy, now it's accepted. So let's go on ahead and just abuse the fuck out of it. And you got Disney and Marvel doing that. You got all these people with all these exclusives for no fucking reason at Comic-Con. And before Toys R Us went out of business, guess what? All those Comic-Con exclusives that people were paying so much for, you could buy them dirt cheap at Toys R Us.
Oftentimes you can still buy them at Hot Topic.
All the hokey ass ones, the little Star Wars ones, everybody was now slapping what used to be important as a legit Comic-Con exclusive. Now everybody was slapping that label on everything.
Because also they changed it. The sticker is now convention exclusive, so you could sell it like D23.
Exactly. It's a convention exclusive, or it used to have, they used to have the year. Because, like, I have a couple Adventure Time plushies from Comic-Con, like, 2012. And it actually was stitched into the plushie. That was an actual exclusive. That was the only place you could get it, and that was it. And it used to be so great and genuine. Because, you know, this is a thing I love. I got this. That's awesome. Instead of just, like, pushing all the money. So, Sneakerhead. I am so sorry. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I dabbled in Sneakerhead back in the day with Nike SBs. And I got so tired of the bullshit back then. This was like 2010 through like 2015. Yeah. I got so tired of not getting the shoes I wanted, and the prices even back then blowing up. Oh, I gave it up. I gave it up.
Yeah.
That's why I tweeted that all those fucking Tokidoki shoes that we got for me last week.
I mean,
I can't deal with it.
The exclusive, the con exclusives. I mean, just geek culture stuff in general. It's also harder too because obviously the internet exists, and so now you're competing with everybody, right?
Yeah, and you know, I don't know how Markman and the rest of you dudes in the FGC do it. And now with these, it's as bad as Japan as a prize pool and lottery. Like, next there's going to be Nike fucking fighting game tournaments to try and win the shoes and then buy them. So, like, what the fuck is coming up next?
Win the ticket to buy them.
No, I mean,
yeah, win the ticket to buy them because you got first place in this tournament. That is, like, literally what we're getting into.
What was some of the ones at Comic-Con, though, that were literally, like, you had to wait in line to get a raffle ticket, to wait in line to see if you could use the ticket.
Funko Pops. Hasbro. Transformer fucking toys. Like, they just keep just ruining what was Comic-Con, ruining what it meant to be there on preview
In all fairness,
night,
it's not just them, because scalpers fucked everyone.
That too. That's the other part of this problem.
People going to Comic-Con just to buy the exclusives to flip them on eBay for 3 times as much the next day.
Yeah. They don't even love anything about comics or that convention. They're just scalpers, just dirty motherfuckers trying to get money. They literally... I would see them grabbing free posters, and then that poster the next day or in 3 hours is $50.
I've literally seen it on eBay before we left the convention.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Preview night? I kid you not. Preview night, there are assholes in the Comic-Con lobby just taking pictures on the fucking carpet, making sure to be one of the first people who has it on eBay with the most like high price so someone can grab it real quick. Like, there's a special place in hell for you guys for donking up our wonderful little world. Yeah. There really is.
Yeah, again, it's just the ability for you to buy things and have, you know, internet websites so that from anywhere in the world you can buy things.
It's free enterprise.
Right, and that's what's made, I mean, late stage capitalism, right? I mean, basically.
Seriously.
So, yeah. Anyways,
going back to SNK stuff, if you're going to continue to do your presentation, can we take a quick break? I need to check on Rock.
Dude, let's totally take a break, and then we'll come back for my presentation.
Okay, no problem.
Perfect.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, and then we are going to talk about who is Reiko Chiba.
Yes.
So if you don't know who Reiko Chiba is...
No cheating. Don't even fucking Google it. Just wait for the presentation. No cheating, you guys. Like, seriously.
And
just
don't,
wait a few minutes.
And just let me do it. Let me do it. Just let me do it.
Okay, you're going to do it. This is all you. This is your thing.
We'll be right back, guys. We'll be right back.
Hey!
SNKronize. And we are going to close out the night here with a presentation by Professor Olaf here. First time in a while, so...
because I don't have my actual glasses.
Yeah, I was about to say that's cool, dude. Olaf, right?
You can borrow your glasses then, real quick.
Yeah, real
Dude, you
quick.
do not want to look through.
Oh,
Actually,
No,
it's
no,
probably
no,
not that
but
bad. Right?
They're not that bad.
Professor Olaf is now back.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
And you couldn't hear me say it, but I said we need to keep your glasses and the trench coat just hanging off here to the side for when he gets into his Gintoki professor.
If this was my original glasses before LASIK, yeah, you would have died. You would have died.
I'd be like,
there.
I can see through time.
basically. So, oh man. Alrighty.
So, I was doing some digging and browsing and looking at a bunch of SNK history, this, that, and the other, and I started putting some pieces together, and as of last week, I got really inspired to kind of do this whole story. And the more I dug into it, the more and more fascinated and amused I became. So I was like, yeah, okay, we're sharing this. This is happening. So I'll need James to get up our reference images here, because I had to build it almost like a budget PowerPoint.
Is this all in the proper time order that you wanted?
Yep, those are in order. So after, that's the one.
The way we know how
Yeah.
Twitter is with these images. Which
Yeah, so that's the first one.
CEO would fix this problem. Anyways,
Or any problem.
yeah. All right. So the question is,
who is Reiko Chiba? This is Reiko Chiba. So I'm going to bring out the title here just to save myself some trouble. So she was the Terra Ranger Mei in Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, which was the 16th Sentai Ranger series. Now, if that pink suit looks familiar, that's because this is the one first licensed by Saban to eventually become the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
dang. So she was the original Pink Ranger that
Like
was
the
on.
OG.
She's the original actual
Yes.
Pink Ranger.
The real one.
Yeah, before
Yes.
Saban bought and made and turned into Kimberly.
Right.
Which is where the story keeps getting more fun.
Okay.
So anytime you watch the OG Power Rangers and you got to the original action sequences, she was the Pink Ranger.
Interesting.
And so when actually though, so the next two pictures are just the covers of the series. So like you're gonna see this, be like, oh yeah, that's original Power
And
Rangers.
this was the 16th one?
This is a 16th
In
Sentai
Japan,
Ranger
yes.
series. Yeah,
In Japan, yes.
Sentai has been on for.
But America hopped on it in the 16th one.
Yeah, so the 16th one, this one is the one that Saban licensed and made Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, what I didn't know is that our bastardization of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was then rebroadcast and sent out to the rest of the world, including in Japan.
Wait, but here's your picture
So,
of the original.
so this is our Pink Ranger, Amy Jo Johnson as Kimberly. So,
Nice.
so when Saban's Power Rangers went international and went back to Japan, which means they were, that of course, as America likes to do, we bought their product and sold it back to them.
Right.
Reiko then dubbed the voice of the Pink Ranger. And so this is the two of them actually together at a convention.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So, by the way, for the record, Reiko retired in the 90s, but still does conventions around the world for Power Rangers and Sentai Ranger stuff.
Yes.
So, like, she might still pop up at a Ranger Con out here one of these days. And if she does, that's going to be a fun time.
She does. We're getting autographs on different things for different reasons.
So we can wait right here. And so these will be the next images coming up. So during this time, not only was she picked up as, a Sentai Ranger, but she was also, like, she had a singing career in pop music and stuff. She was, like, an up-and-coming idol. At this time, and in fact, just as, like, the Sentai Ranger season started, she got into video games.
Like, what do you mean? She started playing them? Or?
As in, she was introduced to Fatal Fury 2 and said, this is the coolest fucking shit ever.
Oh, whoa, okay.
And then her popularity skyrocketed with Sentai Rangers and with her music career and everything. And she just stayed honest with it. She's like, no, I mean, I'm really digging like Fatal Fury and Samurai Showdown, having a grand old time here, and everything was cool. And SNK took notice of this and did what any good company does, is you fucking hire them. And so for a good several years in the 90s,
It's so cute.
Reiko Chiba was basically, for lack of a better descriptor, the official idol of SNK. And they got her to do cosplays, promotional videos, all sorts of wild stuff. So if we can bring up the first image, if you can. Oh, actually, I can just let you finish. You're almost done now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm doing.
I
right?
totally do. Yeah.
Okay.
We're just about there. Sweet.
There we go.
All right. So they would get her to cosplay and put her in promotional magazines and do little photo shoots as ways to promote the games. She is, by the way...
Pink Ranger is all of the original Pink Ranger.
The original Pink Ranger then went on to become SNK's, like, mascot idol. And so this is her dressed as her favorite character, Nakoruru.
Nice.
And it goes further and further into more fun stuff. So let's go to the next one. So her dressed up as Mai, which is, Fatal Fury 2, she's going to be introduced.
Right.
And then even into promotional laser discs.
Jesus.
This laser disc, which you can actually watch online, is this whole thing just talking about the gals of SNK in 1994 and her basically cosplaying each of them to introduce their video and talk about their gameplay throughout their current
It's
games.
so amazing. It's so great.
Is this on YouTube or something?
I don't know if it's up on YouTube, but I do know it's on the Internet Archive because it's a Laserdisc backup.
Okay.
Because also remember, Laserdisc did way better in Japan than it did out here.
This is true.
So if we can go to the next one, here's a bunch of like different little screen grabs I took from this Laserdisc, and hilarity ensues.
Right, and these are obviously the same cosplays that she's using here, right?
Yeah.
So.
And then more and more though, because then they start just popping them into the gameplay footage.
Nice. Okay.
The future is now, and they definitely used green screen for that
Just
future.
keep going.
It's just too good.
And in the midst of this, also with all the cosplay and promotion stuff, remember she had a music career.
That's
Jeanne d'Arc.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She also would do like some of the vocal tracks for songs on like drama CDs or in a couple of games. Like they put her in fucking everything.
Dang.
So let's keep going. There's her in Charlotte with that shiny armor.
Dude, I like this Pee-wee's Playhouse background that they keep putting her in.
Dude,
like
the Neo Geo stick on the wall.
The stick on the wall. Right.
God, you're right. I didn't even see that, dude. The freaking
Yeah, dude, this Laserdisc is hilarious to like go back and look at it.
It's too damn good.
And it's from 1994, I believe.
Oh, so this is at the height of computer.
Oh,
graphics, you know?
Heat.
This
Max
was cutting
Headroom
edge
stuff.
technology, sir. Cutting edge
That was like a
technology.
parappa
Parappa stage. Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's all in the mind. Oh man. Okay. Okay, what's this about?
So in the midst of all this, she also is the voice actress for Cham Cham. In the midst of them
really?
hiring her, so like you're gonna do cosplay and photos and videos and sing and you get to be Cham Cham.
So in Samurai Showdown 2, it's her doing the
In
voice.
2 through 4 and the RPG, she is Cham Cham.
Wow. So she's always been the official voice of Cham Cham.
And not just Cham Cham, interestingly enough. Look at our next character. She is Moe from KOF EX on the GBA.
Right. She only appeared on the handheld version. That's right.
But yeah, I didn't know she was also Moe, and I was like, that's cool. Yeah, in Howling Blood. And both EX1 and EX2, she's Moe. So she was with them for a very long time. But this isn't even the funniest one. And wait. So she's gotten to appear in a couple other things that are SNK related. And as an American, you wouldn't have even known it because we basically missed out on the joke. But I'm about to show you and you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Next. Fatal Fury, the motion picture, that is Reiko Chiba. And if you just watch that scene, you're like, oh, that's just some nice girl, whatever. And the gag is completely fucking lost on us. Mm-hmm. But that is Reiko Chiba, as Reiko Chiba, congratulating Joe Higashi on his win.
So jealous.
Nice.
She was in Obari's stuff, by the way. So fucking jealous. She got to make a cameo in the most godlike thing, one of the most godlike things Obari has made.
But
so
wait,
jealous.
there's more. She double dipped.
Tachikoma actually says he found the laser disc on
yeah.
here too.
Sounds right.
So yeah.
Okay, and now the double whammy. She gets to double dip in this movie because there's a scene where Andy is looking for Mai in a nightclub, and suddenly there's a Nakaruru behind her.
Oh God.
That is again Reiko as Nakaruru.
So wait, there's a Nako in the Fatal Fury movie?
Yeah, it's just like a girl who's basically
just in the
cosplaying
background.
Nako for no reason, but she has a speaking role. And then she just comes up on Andy, and he's like, wait, what the hell's going on here?
Poor
And that's
Andy.
her, again.
Poor Andy.
So she's just there who got to voice Nako in the movie then, basically.
So, yeah, so Reiko Chiba is Reiko Chiba in the Fatal Fury universe. And then also cosplaying Nakaruru.
It's too good.
Nice.
Too good.
And, I mean, some of the promotional stuff keeps going, and one of the reasons that really started this whole search should be the next picture, which I think is the last one, because it had me laughing.
Oh, she actually cosplayed as Blue Mary.
For promotional stuff. And I stumbled upon this in some of the online auctions for like Blue Mary stuff because I just have that tab open. And as fucking hilarious as this is, I'm not blowing $140 on a cosplay
Jesus
poster.
Christ. Okay.
But like this is some legacy right here. I would love to have it because of the history behind it.
I like how I changed my Hinako pick to Reiko Chiba. Put her in the game.
Shit.
Put her in the game.
Oh, I swear to God.
Yeah, there
Oh
you go.
God.
So yeah, so because of Sentai Rangers,
This is also officially signed by her.
so
too.
I'm
It's
not
like-
positive that's actually signed. It could be printed in the picture because they did do a lot of those, but it could be. I don't know. But yeah, so in the 90s, the original Pink Ranger, as we know Pink Ranger, used that as a jumping off point to become the official idol for SNK and a voice actor
Godlike.
for characters at
Godlike.
SNK.
That's
Godly.
amazing, dude. That's
So
amazing.
if I ever find that she pops up at like a Ranger Con in the US, I might go and then have her sign some Fatal Fury shit. Or like Samurai Showdown 2, you know.
Right. Oh, that's amazing.
No, so she almost entirely retired from the entertainment industry in like 95. She's like a yoga instructor now.
Oh, dang.
That's it.
Okay.
So like Moe is like the last thing she did.
Now you have to remember, an idol's lifespan in Japan is like 6-7 years tops.
It's measured in seconds.
You pretty much because like you need to start as a teenager, and by the time you're 25, you're considered an old hag. Okay, especially in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, actually, that's a really good point. I wonder if she was in any of the Neo Geo CD pictures with like the old man. That might be her. I'll have to dig into that a little bit.
You might be right on that, but
Because I mean, also don't forget that
yes, Tachikoma, well said.
my brain is melting. Give me a moment. Go
Okay,
ahead. Just go ahead.
Reset. No, I was just gonna say.
Ayumi Hamasaki was the Yuri in the Art of Fighting commercials.
Yes.
So-
you were
the
considered
the evolution singer,
Yeah.
basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
hypersonic. In the 90s and especially 2000s, like I always dreamed as a kid of being an idol and wanting to
Reiko
go to
Chiba.
Japan when I was younger. But by the time like that even could have been a possibility,
more recent
like
pictures are amazing.
yeah, I would have probably been considered an old hag on your way out because you just can't, you have to be like a kid
yellow
or a
dress tops
preteen trying to go into becoming an idol. Like it's nuts. And especially like I was saying in the 90s and early 2000s, if you weren't super super young, you had no fucking chance.
So this is
None whatsoever.
Do we know how recent this picture is?
The only
This is her main promotional
Ayumi
picture of the past few years.
Utada Hikaru are like the only two idols that have been able to continue their legacy
After age 30.
after age 25 and up.
Yeah, so if you just came in here, Necromancy, this is apparently the original Pink Ranger pre-ported to America, who then became the official almost cosplayer for SNK.
Yeah, the official
She was
overall
an
idol.
She was SNK's idol in the 90s.
And the voice of Cham Cham.
voice of Cham Cham, so she did all
But
this.
yeah, it was impossible, especially for anybody in America who thought they could be an idol in Japan. Like, I remember in the early 2000s, a lot of like cosplayers wanted to go over there and be idols, and there's a lot of sketchy, crazy shit that happens with people who want to be idols. And again, if you are already in your 20s, at that point in time, you're old, you're done.
I mean, most of the time they start training to be idols at like what, 12 to 14.
Right.
Yes. And you guys got to remember, if you ever watched anime in the 90s growing up, if you were 25 or older and not married, you were an old hag. There were anime characters, girls would be catty going back and forth with each other, you know, especially if they were all in love with like Tenchi Muyo or some shit. They'd be like, why would he want you? You're an old freaking hag. Aren't you like 25?
Even so, we still get in current series girls who are like 30 and unmarried. They're just like, oh my god, I'm never gonna fucking get married, and they're having like this whole midlife crisis.
that still is part of the culture in Japan.
Yeah.
And now, like, what is it? Love is Hard for Otaku. That's one of the key, that if you've ever watched that anime that came out like 2-3 years ago, they reference that you're old and you're a fucking otaku. Oh, you'll never get married. You're never gonna be. You're done. Just give it up. Give it up. And if you watch my favorite life lessons with
Uramichi Onisan,
then you will know, like, the main girl in that was trying to be an idol, didn't make it because she sung like old women traditional Japanese songs when they have the shaky voice and everything, and she's just like, oh my god, so and so just got engaged, holy shit, I'm never gonna be married, I am such a failure, I'm on a stupid kids TV show and I'm not married, and my idol career tanked. Like, that's just the culture of
glorious.
Japan. That's how it is.
But that show is glorious. That was literally the one specifically I was thinking of.
I mean, there
Uramichi.
are so many.
Yeah.
And those two, Uramichi Onisan and Love is Hard for Otaku, is just two that I can think of off the top of my head that actually have been relevant. But this trope has been going on for like 30 plus years in Japan. And it's sad because it's just like there is so much more life after 25, or, you know, but they've just beating it into your head that no, there isn't. You should have had 3 kids by now and been married. What the fuck?
Anyways, but yeah, I almost opened this with what the hell do Power Rangers and SNK have in common, but it's way funner just to do.
You should have made that a trivia, a question for Twitter on the secret. What does the Pink Ranger and SNK have in common? You'll find out tonight.
I mean, we can now do it with like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon from Amy Jo Johnson to Fresh Showdown.
That really, you really could.
She should do the voice for the Pink Ranger in Battle for the Grid when it got ported over.
That would have been so sick.
If they actually just got her.
How old is she now, Reiko Chiba?
She was born in 75, I think. So
She's like 50. She what, 52?
wow, you are just
That old?
Wait.
52 is so young.
I'm not saying it's old. I'm just trying to see how old she is.
Because you're like, it's up there now. It's up there. Oh, dang. She's 1 year older than I am.
Okay.
so like I said, so 75, right? I was Oh damn! Happy birthday a few days ago.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
So this is actually, well, speaking of 6 degrees, there you go. You nailed it, Wales.
Happy accidents.
Happy
Go
accidents.
me. But yeah. No, she's done a lot with her career since then too, but like yeah, she's basically retired from entertainment. But yeah, I just thought that was a really fun bit of history, and it made Fatal Fury the motion picture that much more amusing to me, having context for those scenes.
Right.
Because they were so long.
Why they're there, right?
Yeah.
That was
Like the
always a
Nako thing, you were
question.
just like, oh, it's funny because it's a Nako cameo. No, there was an excuse to
there's
get Reiko
actually
Chiba in
there's
there.
actually like entire purpose for those scenes that's completely lost on us,
Right.
and now you know.
The more you know. And this
Knowing is half the battle.
Thus concludes Professor Olaf's presentation.
Oh my god, I need to do the More You Know star, except it plays the Neo Geo startup music.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'll work on that for you later.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, cool install virus. Glad you've been enjoying it. Oh, man.
Thank you.
I still have a few more presentations that I'm super overdue on, and I'm gonna try to start doing like
more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get them like closer to at least like bi-weekly or monthly, so that I can have them done, in the next few months. Because there's two I'm super overdue on, and I feel bad. But the past few months have been rough, and that's gonna be my excuse for being a lazy bitch. And
It's a pretty good excuse to
I hate to say it, but I kind of want to do another Obari one. I enjoy my love letter too.
she doesn't hate to say it. She's totally down. Yes, that's actually totally what I've been fiddling with. Is his Lego removal tool.
Yeah, his Lego tool.
Came with the Optimus Prime, so there you go.
That's really cool that they do that now.
Oh, the crazy thing is, it had been so long since I built a Lego thing, I didn't even know these things existed.
Neither did I.
And
but
now,
when I saw Lego on it, I'm like, oh, that must be something to take it apart.
It's a removal tool because you can use it to pry certain sections there. It has the things that jut into Technic. And then you can use this to split up certain parts that are on flat planes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, seriously.
Instead of sitting there cussing, trying to pry it and break your
freaking nails,
dude,
right?
I've done that on a pixel block before.
Dude, when Legos just decide not to separate.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Dude, like, you can watch, there's great YouTube videos of people just showing how godlike these can be when you use them, right?
Really?
Yeah, one of them is, like, you have the little bricks and you have on the flat, like, plane, like the grass, and he just goes, and just takes off a whole strip at once. I was like...
Where was this when we were kids?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I don't think they started actually making them common until, like, the mid-90s.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of the sets in the 80s didn't have them.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about sets I had in the 90s. I didn't get this shit.
A lot of the sets, the last sets that I bought, honestly, were the pirate sets. That was the last Lego stuff I bought. I want to buy everything. Like I said, I still want to get that typewriter. I want to get the piano. I want to get the NES.
Nintendo.
The
Atari
TV.
Yeah, the Atari 2600.
Hey, I still want the bouquet of flowers.
The flower? There's like 3 of them now or something like that.
They got some
Yeah, I want the
really
bonsai tree. That's the one I want.
I never got the big pirate set because it was too expensive. Yeah. But I did get the jail that came with
the jail was great.
Fucking love that jail. That came with the glow in the dark ghost.
Oh, I forgot, dude. The secret cave in the pirate set was
we
the coolest
actually got the
thing.
Conquistador Fortress, dude.
I got that one.
Yeah, that thing is amazing.
And then I got the jail, and then I got like a little set.
Fortress
I got the little boat with the shark. And like a pirate and a parrot and a treasure chest. Like, dude, that shit was so awesome.
So the only Legos I had growing up were the big red brick. There was like, there's the one tub and that was the bucket. There was like the mock Lego. And that was it. And I didn't get Legos at all ever again. Because when I finally got a new building obsession, it was Connects.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense for you, though. Okay, that's on brand for you.
Right?
That's so fucking on brand for you.
But yeah, so I haven't actually had a Lego set more than $10. No.
That's a lie.
No, yep, I'm sorry.
That's a lie.
I have had one Lego set over $10 for myself in the past 30 years, and I got it literally because it was actually a Hulk, Red Hulk, She-Hulk, Red She-Hulk set.
Jesus, yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah,
okay.
It was like $30-$40, and it comes with like a car, and I was like, the fuck is this for? Dude, but I just wanted the minifigures.
Yeah, no,
it was for throwing.
Yeah.
No, honestly, though, when me and my brother, we used to just have a bunch of generic pile of Lego bricks. And
that was the best way
to
I built the craziest homes you could imagine.
Dude, this is...
Like, I fucking love that shit.
This is how OCD me and my brother were, okay? We not only cataloged all of our Lego pieces, which is a common thing to do, right? I think.
No.
Well, we also, with the limited Legos that we had, built enough things that would use exactly as many Lego pieces as we had. So, in other words, if we wanted to turn the Legos into stuff, my brother drew instructions on how to build all the things, and we would build it so that we would use every last Lego.
I feel so bad because, like, how much different would you guys' lives be if you were 30 years younger and you had access to the online Lego builder tools?
Dude.
No, not even that. Not even that.
Actually, you know what the funniest?
You're in the wrong line of business, James. You should be fucking working for Lego.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, seriously, we need to get you to apply for Lego. Just to see what
I
happens.
still need to apply for Lego.
My brother actually says that he's
my
freaking
God.
out right now because apparently my older nephew, is becoming an expert in pixel art.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he's just gotten really into pixel art.
It's fucking awesome.
And like my brother will see stuff that he's made and he's like, "You made that?" And so it's like, yeah, it's really cool. So
Sounds like you got to spend more time with your nephew.
I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't seen him in so long. I finally saw him like twice after the entire pandemic, dude, and it's crazy because he's like a speed cubing pixel art drawing, like he
Good lord.
yeah, and he's obsessed with Smash Brothers, dude.
Oh, there you go.
No,
I mean, so actually, funny enough, you know
And he
we got
loves Mega Man now. He loves
Good.
Mega Man now.
Good.
someone taught him right.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, you remember we were talking about I got the perler sets, so I'm starting to like wean myself back into pixel art so that I can do characters like portraits of characters that don't have pixel art.
Oh, right.
So-
Right. Well, you know, if we ever do make a pixel art game, we'll hire my nephew to do
You might as well at this
right.
point. Because all kids now get everything at their fingertips. So yeah, I'm sure he can make a game, no problem. But going back to you, like, cataloging and figuring out what y'all could have made, like, you really need to try to apply for Lego. You'd be one of their, I forget, they have a special name.
I'll tell you this right now.
What
The
are they
dude
called?
who designed this thing here, this Optimus Prime, like
Yeah.
as I was putting it together, the way that they did stuff, like the legs here and everything, I was just like, this is freaking genius. The gun is the most genius thing that I've ever seen created. And like, I would have to basically...
Are they called Lego engineers? I feel
Something
like they
like
have
that.
some
Yeah,
special name.
Yeah, the ones who design the sets and also
Yes.
know all the illegal rules and all that stuff.
yes.
Not only that too, but the crazy thing about it is like they didn't do this a long time ago, but nowadays when you build these things, they have, like, for example, Optimus Prime right now, he has a bunch of white and blue bricks in the middle of him. Mm-hmm. And those are just designed so that when you put them on, it's easier to tell where you put later bricks.
It's like a measuring tool?
It's a color code so that it's easier
sick.
to know where you can put stuff because it's going to get covered up in the end anyway. So who cares? So there's actually like these white pieces and blue pieces that you put in places. And then later on in the instructions, you'll see you cover it and there's only one blue left. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, it's so crazy how
I can totally
advanced this has
see
gotten.
you. I can totally see you making that shit.
I can totally see you getting giddy over the mundane detail that is.
Yeah.
Like, you just looked at that and you got so happy.
Dude, I mean, the reason why I like putting together furniture is literally because they were like adult Legos for me. When my
Dude,
parents
fucking IKEA is so fun.
when my parents owned a video store, and every time I had to go work at the video store, my mom would take out the standee set and I would open that and put it together.
Yeah,
I would
could
put
see
together
that.
all the standee sets for her because some of those were complex and they were so much fun to put together.
yeah.
And so customers would come in and there's this little Chinese kid off to the side
Just
putting
building
together this thing. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
That's all mom and pop shop right
Yeah.
there. But I never got into the Ice World set, but the Pirates and the Robin Hood set for me. Like, I got obsessed with the Robin Hood set with the whole, like, tree and the whole, like, tree hidden fortress they had and shit. Like, I thought that stuff was so cool. But it wasn't until the Lego movie came out that I finally got, like, my godlike set, which is, like, the main bad guy's big fortress.
Oh, dang.
Just because it came with Business Unikitty. Somebody
is-
bought it for me for my birthday because they knew my favorite character and my favorite part of the movie. They made that Business Unikitty where she's like, business numbers. Is this working? Yay! Like that, like,
I need all
I
these
fucking love
stupid
Unikitty.
sets,
So I got that set, and then
see-
they came out with more Unikitty sets, so I had to buy them.
These are the more interactive versions of the figures. You know?
Yeah, and also, like, so to Zilcho's...
East Tower,
So,
we've talked about that.
so Zilcho, I have always counted my blessings that I don't care about mecha.
Dude, you're so lucky you didn't get into Gunpla.
Yeah, like, I was even more fortunate because I fucking hated Gundam Wing. And my first introduction to all Gunpla was Gundam Wing, so I just immediately lost interest.
Dude, when I visited my cousins, well, all of my relatives in Taiwan.
A Lego Black Noah would be sick, but you'd have to actually design the whole fucking Black Noah, and therein lies the problem.
I went to Taiwan. I went to Taiwan when I was in 4th grade, between 4th and 5th grade, and yeah, like my cousins and stuff would have Gundams. And every time I saw them, I was like, what is the point of these? They don't transform. So I never got into
You get
Gundam.
to build them, James.
Right, and I didn't understand that
You get to build
part.
awesome Gundams, James. You get to add shading and paint and stickers and detail. And thanks to my love for Gundam Wing, this is the only thing we go back and forth with. Like, one of the only things.
Trash.
No, it is not. Oh my god, I'm not getting into this with you right now again. I am not doing
So
this
yeah,
on the show.
I think it's Hanako, right?
No,
the silhouette is Hanako.
Thank you, Gundam Wing, because I was able to get Gunplas here in the States. And I got my Epion and my Tall Geese and my Death Scythe and my Death Scythe Hell Custom, which is like one of the best Gundams in the series. Thank you. So, yes, and I got my Milliardo, Zex Marquis, Peacecraft, and my Trace Crucianata, and my Duo Maxwell, and I had Eurobeat songs.
And I had people tell me I needed to watch Endless Waltz because it was good, and it was the worst decision I've ever made in anime.
It's because you didn't love it.
Because it's garbage. Endless Waltz is so bad.
So garbage. You just weren't into the beautiful boys. If you were into the beautiful boys, if you respected everything that happened in that series, and the whole point of war and politics and everything else.
Yeah, I watched good Gundam series for that.
Every Gundam series is like that, but this one was awesome. And we got to have it in the States, thank God.
And at least, I will say, I will give you one thing, is that yes, Gundam Wing's soundtrack is phenomenal.
Godlike. Fucking godlike. So godlike. 2 mix. Forever. 2 mix. Okay? Okay? Thank you.
And fucking 2 Mix getting full anime music videos for no reason. That's so sick.
Because it was that fucking good. Yes.
And I'm really proud of James for not once doing the
Yeah.
because there's too many times and he's like, I'd be clapping this whole time.
Well, it was too many times, and I just don't want to get involved.
Okay, wait, one thing. James, did you ever watch Gundam Wing?
I don't watch anime, remember?
Well,
Dude, he just watched watched Bebop for the first time in the past year.
I'm asking because at that time it was on Toonami, it was easy accessible. I just want to know if you ever were flipping
I was
through
playing
the
fighting
channels and
games.
actually
I never
watching
watched Toonami. I actually never watched Toonami.
So then, all right. No, I'm not hating on James. I'm asking a question. No, you love making me mad when it comes to Gundam Wing.
No, I just love talking shit about Gundam Wing because it's not good.
You know, he was throwing a fit the first and last time we went to Japan. I didn't get to go to the Gundam Wing Cafe, all right? I didn't get my Duo Maxwell collectible glass bottle. I was so heartbroken.
I will always remember happily talking to Scott McNeil, and he watched the dub of Gundam Wing for the first time and said, wait, I thought I was playing a dude.
Real quick, I have the best Scott McNeil story. It was Annie Magic 2002?
Probably.
Yeah, 2002.
Honestly, all Scott McNeil stories from the early 2000s are good stories. So.
I fucking love that man. He signed my boob that last day, and I wish I could find the picture of Scott McNeil signing my boob as I was wearing my Kingdom Hearts Squall outfit. And I was so fucking happy. The night before that, the reason why he signed my boob is, first of all, we were already we knew each other. We got along, decent acquaintances at cons, and I won one of the cosplay contest awards that night.
This is spinny bit.
And my prize was Death Scythe Hell Custom Gunpla. Brand new in box. And I ran over to Scott and I'm like, please sign this. And he went on the best fucking tangent. Dear Kitty, I am so fucking tired. I don't know what's going on anymore. Congratulations. Love, Scott McNeil.
That sounds about right, yeah. That sounds like him.
It's so great. And then it was like super crazy ass party the whole night. And then the next morning, we're all like fucked up and hungover. And I was, Scott, come here. These people don't think you could sign my boob. Sign my boob. And he's just like, sure. Done. So it was one of the best fucking times.
Like, seriously,
okay,
by the way, if you don't know, like, Scott McNeil back then was honestly a lot like Hugh Jackman before Hugh Jackman.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, that's me. I'm that Mai. I'm the Mai that was at thank you for remembering me, Anime Expo 2002. Yes. And we won best presentation for our Final Fantasy 7 bit we did, and I was cosplaying Tifa that night.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yep.
Oh boy, there it is. Yep.
Yep,
Nice.
that one. Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
No, it was a really good time. Like, I had a blast, and that was actually the first time I got to go to New York. So I just had so much fun at that con. And then that's where they had the were you what booth were you working at? So real quick before we end this,
We really do.
no, we should say this.
Over 3.
Last thing I'm gonna say, because he brought up Anime Expo
I know,
New York.
I
All right, give respect on this one. That weekend, my cosplay was in the Animerica magazine that covered that con the next month's issue. And I'm standing as Mai Shiranui doing Nippon Ichi winning pose, standing on the chest of the editor of Animerica.
God, fucking Animerica.
That was on the second page of the magazine. It wasn't just me. You know, they always had pictures of cosplayers at the end at whatever cons they went to that they were doing con coverage. Nah, I'm straight. Editor's tutorial, second page of the magazine. I still have a copy of it somewhere I gotta dig up. But I am Nippon Iching over this man on his chest while he's like, smiling about it. No, good fucking times. Good times.
That's so funny.
Oh, nice. Hit me up on Twitter.
Anime Bento actually sounds familiar.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, no. I love reminiscing about back in the day. So totally hit me up on Twitter.
All right.
I'm a cosplay relic.
Veteran.
Relic. I am an ancient relic now. No, it was regular Mai. It wasn't evil Mai and it wasn't blue Mai. It was regular Mai. No, I'm really proud that got in there. All right. Anyways, my child.
You've been cosplaying so long, you're almost dead in idle years.
Damn. That was unnecessary.
James 2, Mike 1.
Yeah.
Kitty needing someone to pay her bail after we get off this show.
Oh, man. What song should we close out on?
Still green.
What's that?
Shingo's theme.
Okay.
So,
Shingo's theme.
the question is which one?
You're
Still
so
or
going
steel
to die
green?
after the show.
Still green.
You're so gonna fucking die.
All right, so there's 97 arranged.
You know what?
We always go with arrange though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
true.
always do the arranged
You know,
versions.
yeah, just
about-
do the 97 OST one. That's fine.
This right here.
Yeah, it should sound a little old.
Rougher.
Yeah.
A little rough around the edges. Yeah, Rock Howard needs to eat. My puppy baby has been so good for the last 3 hours and he's in the crib office.
Oh, God, it's loud.
There we go.
All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Wow, what a show!
Yeah.
What a show!
So
We didn't go off topic at all.
We're in the meat space. It's definitely
The
a lot
meat
better.
space.
Yeah,
To
so
the meat locker.
thank you guys for tuning in. Please be safe out there. And
Synchronized meat space.
we'll see you guys next time here on Synchronize. Peace out.